Alright. Hello, everyone, to the Fallen Voltage Prime podcast. Because why the fuck not? Today I have Lee, Edward, and Scar, some good pals. Y'all want to introduce yourselves? You got any YouTube channels? No?
Yee. Mine is the reunion. Probably gonna be a bunch of other channels named that. So yeah.
I'll have his YouTube in the description below, because why the fuck not? So, what we're gonna talk about first off is Left 4 Dead. And you can unmute yourselves, fuck boy. Yeah. Me, Lee, and Scar have played Left 4 Dead. Edward has not. So, I don't know. I guess we're just gonna ramble about Left 4 Dead and our opinions on it, what's good and what's bad about it. Most people know what Left 4 Dead is, unless you're living on a fucking rock. And I gotta question you, man. That's big sad right there. So what should we talk about today about Left 4 Dead?
I think we should start with the AIs first, because that's the main complaint we always say.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, if anyone's ever played with Left 4 Dead AIs, they can be a bit put this nicely, retarded.
Stupid.
Well, yeah, they can be pretty retarded.
More
And
like you.
sometimes you be strangled by a smoker, and they just don't give a shit and just walk on by like nothing happened. I see it mostly in verses at times, but I don't know. That's just my gripe with them. And also, sometimes just heal and they have all right health. That kind of sucks. In fact, we experienced it today, and they just fucking use the medkit. That's fucking fun, isn't it? Scar,
It's
do you have
fun
any
until you
opinions on
get
the AI?
absolutely dump trucked by a charger. Yeah, that's fun.
I think, in my opinion, yeah, the AIs are a bit whack, but I guess they're good enough. I guess they don't pick up bombs. That can be annoying at times. At the very least, give me the bomb. Whatever.
I experienced
pick up-
one thing not a very long time ago, but a long time ago. It was very rare. It's this rarest thing I've ever seen. So I think it was Lee over
Eating off the
here. He went
mountain.
AFK while we were doing something, and the AI picked up a sword, which is not supposed to be possible. And then I'm just like, huh? Did you just pick up a sword? That
I'm
is
just a natural
illegal.
weeb. What do you mean? I'm just a natural weeb. Bill was a
Okay.
weeb all along.
What's your
Yeah.
guys' opinions on the maps? I think they're alright. I hate
Crash course is a
oh,
sin.
yeah, I fucking hate that map. The lift takes fucking forever, my guy.
Yeah. The lift, you
Sometimes
can
I have to
literally go
question if it
grocery
even comes
shopping,
down.
come back, and it'll still be going.
It also doesn't help that, if I remember it correctly, the zombies can come from any side. They can come through the windows. Just
Yeah.
spawn inside.
Even when
It's not,
even
it's
where the
not
turret
that
is.
common to come behind you.
There are some experiences I have with the zombies that, like the comments, they sometimes just spawn on you or like spawn ahead of you when you're not that far. Like it's sometimes bullshit.
Yeah.
And also, I'll say this again as many times as it takes, but I do not. The common infecting trying to juke you, going around you and stopping you in place. I fucking hate that, honestly. It slows you way the fuck down. Especially when
Didn't know I was fighting. Didn't know I was fighting a master basketball player.
Especially like if you're on like the hardest difficulty and like they swarm you, you are fucking dead. I'm sorry, you're not getting out of that. They have you. They are choking your ass out.
Another thing is the
Swarm
fact
is
that
like,
they slow you.
nice knowing you.
Speaking of expert, the horde. I know Scar. I know you and me sometimes encounter this when we just play together. They hit the wall. Hordes. The director spawns the hordes, and it doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. We make
Yeah,
alright
they spawn it
progress,
right in
and
front
the
of you.
game.
Sometimes you can even see it spawn. It's unbelievable.
Sometimes the game thinks, you know what? You're not going fast enough. You know, let me just throw a fuck ton of zombies at you, cause you know that's fair. You know, fuck you, director.
Yeah.
But you know, back for blood. The director, so sad. The characters, I love Left 4 Dead's characters, in my opinion.
Except for
I do
Rochelle.
not. I don't really like Rochelle. She's not funny. She's not interesting. She's a news reporter. That's all she is. That's her character, the news
For a
reporter.
news reporter, she isn't interesting.
She's terrible at her job.
When are
that's
news
also-
when are news reporters interesting?
You know,
I don't
fair
know.
enough. Fair
I
enough.
don't know. I don't watch news. Am I supposed to
No,
know?
Exactly.
he's got a point.
The maps again, they're all right. Though there is one I hate the airport. I'll say that. That's another one. My
Yeah, it's the
dislike.
incoming horde permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such
You
bullshit.
remember when we
Especially
walked the escalator and then we turned to left and it's just a pile of zombies and we're all red and it's just like we know you can track
Gee, I guess
this.
we
exactly.
did.
But there's
Yeah.
the horde events are sometimes ridiculous at how they start. I will say that. For example, the lift. Press the button. The horde for some reason comes after you. Press an
Blows up
elevator
a
button.
gas
A horde
station.
comes
It's
after
fine.
you. Doesn't make
Yeah, you
any
could
fucking
literally
sense.
blow up an entire gas station.
It's like what the fuck? Do any of you have a favorite map?
I'd say No Mercy.
Yeah, no. Well, for me, No Mercy is kind of the not the easiest, but it's not that difficult. Well, obviously we've been playing Left 4 Dead for a
It's
long
favorite,
time.
not
So.
easiest.
I know. I'm just saying.
What's No
What's
Mercy?
it called? The Last
What's good
Stand?
about
Is that what it's
the
called? No, no, it's not. Is it? No, I don't think so. Is it?
The map
When
Edward.
Bill fucking dies. That's my favorite one.
The
Question?
sacrifice. Yes.
Yeah, because I don't know. It's a bit different from the usual because, you can all just escape and whatnot. And this one, someone has to sacrifice themselves. Now, are they gonna go willingly? Well, I guess that depends on how
Nah,
they
I
work.
go. I go willingly every day. Alright, what's your question, Edward?
He's asking what No
What's
Mercy
No
was,
Mercy?
and I already said
No
it's a map.
Mercy.
What's good about
Mercy.
map?
I
Wait,
said it
what?
was a map.
What's
Yeah,
good
it's a
about
map.
the map?
The good about the map. Well, for me, I like close quarter stuff. Also, the melee weapons are really useful there, and I tend to always like using
Same
melee
with
weapons.
me.
I just like the
Same with me.
environment.
And the rooftop is just my favorite thing. There's so many places to hide out. Also, the fact that you can get launched off the fucking it. Yeah,
You
Versus.
Oh
go
yeah, we
from
had
an
that map.
Normally, I
apartment.
like it.
You go from the
Ooh, I have an
apartment
idea.
to like the streets, the hospital, to the rooftop, and you escape to a helicopter. Honestly, it's the most.
Oh yeah.
It's not like some zombie games where it's like fucking very like for example, let's take The Last of Us. Images I've seen of that, it's like for some reason there's like an overgrowth and shit. If the worlds are even just just taken over by grass and nature. We're dead. It's just the infection just started for like 2 weeks maybe. It started.
And then you have this
course,
fucking
nothing like-
bulky ass tank.
There's like holes in the wall from time to time. That's usually from like them just smashing it down.
I
they
have a
do.
question for you, Quivy and Scar. Favorite Versus map from what you remember?
Versus.
Yeah, just Versus, not normal campaign, not nothing. The most, your favorite things. Like it could be like because it's balanced for both sides, stuff like that.
Hmm.
What was the question again? So I'm stupid.
Your favorite Versus map.
Map? I gotta think
What
of that.
was it? I can't remember, but it's one with like scaffolding. It's a military kind of military.
Left 4 Dead or
outpost,
Left 4 Dead 1 or 2?
It's just Left 4 Dead 2.
I think it's the fan made one. If I think of what we're talking about, where the helicopter is on top.
No. It's the there's like is it a van? I can't remember. There's like a vehicle that you have to get in, and as soon as you open it, a horde starts.
Oh, I remember
Left 4
that.
Dead
I
campaign.
think it's the parish. I'm pretty sure.
Is it? Wait, hold on, let me check.
Are you talking about where you have to turn off the alarm, which is at the the top of the scaffolding and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the parish. Just being absolute stupid.
Oh fuck. Yeah, it's the parish.
That's so.
Yeah, I can identify it. Anything else? Is there an infected
I
you
got a
guys?
question.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, question.
If you guys, I don't know anything about the characters, but if you could rate each character, how would you rate them?
Everybody has a
Rochelle.
different.
Rochelle's way bottom.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
do
it's
mine
because-
first. I guess
That's
should
not
I
funny.
judge my characters first? Nah.
Yeah, since
Wait, we
technically
do our top three.
Out of
or-
10, or like out,
Top
like
three?
out of like whatever number of characters
there's
there
not
are.
there's 8.
There's like eight
Yeah, there's 8.
characters technically.
Can we say all of them or just the top 3 for us?
Top 4.
4. Okay. Number 4, I guess. Would have to be Nick for me.
Mm.
3, Coach. second is Ellis, and the first is Bill. I just like Bill.
Just so you know,
Especially in the comics and such.
my only experience with Left 4 Dead was literally when I was in the 3rd grade. Some second graders wanted to play Nerf guns with me, and we did it as like a Left 4 Dead thing. And since I was fat, they made me be coach.
Damn.
Ooh.
Seriously?
Oh, big ooh. Well, that's my
I
turn.
kind of have a bias for coach.
Surprised they didn't make you the boomer.
Ooh.
We did.
so-
I became the boomer whenever I would become a zombie. So
Yeah, okay, so I think. Ooh, speaking of zombies, actually, wait, no, we'll do the top. We'll do the top 4 first. Quevy, I
Maybe
guess
you're
you can go.
next. Maybe you're next.
Yeah, okay. So my number 1 is Coach. I love the man. He's very funny. Always hungry for some burger. Second is Ellis, just because he's like a child, and it's also just the experiences and also his stories, just magnificent. Third would be.
Ever heard about the time
third would
Pete?
be, the third one would be Nick, just because of his attitude, and I like how he interacts with the others. He really bounces off Coach very well, and he likes to shut up Ellis. So I mean, yeah, that's good. My fourth is Bill, Vietnam net. It's just I don't know. He just very like there's some of the jokes that especially like come out of Bill that people make fun of him for, like going up the stairs, being old. It's very fun. I like Bill.
The
That's my top
cutscenes in
4.
Left 4 Dead, like not the cutscenes, but the thing that once you get in Left 4 Dead, it's Nick. Since it's stairs up, Nick was like,
The
"Hey, this
opening
may
cutscene.
be,
Yeah,
it's
not
probably
good.
he's like, yeah."
So Matt, what's
I
your
forgot to
4?
mention this. I forgot to mention this. Another reason why I love Bill is just I'm pretty sure most people have seen it by now, due to it's on YouTube and all that, and its popularity. But just the MP4 of just Bill straight up fucking dying.
Bill fucking
I don't
died.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot. Spoiler alert. Bill fucking died.
yeah. Bill fucking died. He gets gangbanged by a bunch of fucking tanks. 3 of them
All
to be
guy takes
specific.
big white cock.
From playing Nerf gun things, I remember that the tanks were very hard to kill.
Yes, they were.
Yo, y'all must have been playing on expert difficulty. That
Yeah. Matt, what's your top 4 survivors? Oscar?
So at number 4, I guess I don't know. I honestly was thinking of this, but let me think. Well, actually, no, I'll just do number 1. Number 1, I have to go with Nick because he's a jackass. That's the only reason. But
no, I'm surprised you didn't say
then
Lewis.
I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip a few. Yeah, then it goes Lewis is second. Then Ellis is third. Then fourth, Coach.
Any reason why you chose Nick as your first?
I said it.
Oh yeah,
He's a jackass. That's what.
fair enough. Good enough reason.
Oh.
So, I think we can move on to the next topic.
Wait, no, I want to talk about the
Or-
special infected. That's what I want to talk about.
Spitter
What special
and Boomer's
infected do you
bullshit
like
with
to
their
play
range.
as, but do not like to fight against?
Boomer is the worst to play as. I mean, no, fight against, because that motherfucker, you cannot tell his range. It'll look like it clearly missed, yet somehow still hits you. I'm going bull on that.
Yo, if just one speck
No, no,
of puke gets
okay,
on you,
okay.
you're just covered in it.
No, hold on. If Quevy edits this right, I should be getting absolutely fucking bullshit boomered right now.
Honestly, what is there special infected you like to play as?
Hunter, just his speed and all that.
Yeah.
I guess
I
Spitter goes to a close second because I always liked playing as a support role, even
I'm
though
glad you didn't want to play. You didn't say smoker, considering that when you done last time.
fucking Laura
I like
Croft
Charger.
across the buildings.
Even though since it's very laggy sometimes, I just phase through you. But that's fine. But when I do get you, I still die. But
I love to play as Yeah, I like to play as the hunter just because I get to jump around the place, and you know, if I
Uh,
need to make an easy escape, I just jump out of that bitch.
Speaking
I
of
hate,
Smoker earlier, okay.
I
Speaking of
hate
Smoker
fighting.
earlier,
My PTSD.
I'm pretty sure this will make you. I'm pretty sure Scar remembers this, where he somehow smokered me on the escalator. The AIs just did nothing and just let me die.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, I was just
Right.
straight up getting smokered on the escalator. I'm pretty sure I was near the bottom, but not directly at it. The AIs, they would just be in the escalator next to me, looking at me with their guns pointed at me. Yeah, they'll kill the infected around me, but just not shoot the smoker that's 5 feet away from them.
Oh wow, I can relate.
Damn,
Yeah, it can be
big
very
sad
retarded at
hours.
times. I don't know why they're so retarded.
It's the staple of Valve games, you know.
I I hate fighting against a jockey. That bitch should not have that much health. I'm sorry,
Oh
but I
yeah.
don't care.
You
That
you
health is
just
that
you
health is
destroyed the jockey.
fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. 2 shotguns should kill him, not like fucking 5. I'm sorry.
The mini tank, fuck the charger. The
You
jockey's a
can't
mini
tell
tank.
me that little shit can take that many shotgun shells to the fucking face. You can't.
Man could take a 50 cal to the skull and be okay.
I'm sorry, but like, bruh, that bitch will hunt your ass down. The hunter runs away, smoker runs away, charger. Well, he tries to run away. He's not that fast though. Boomer just waddles towards your ass. Wants to blow up some more.
He just commits suicide. That's all he does.
Spitter becomes retarded, but you know, she tries.
So the boomer is just a suicide bomber.
Not
Sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah,
always.
most of the time.
Or if you play with him well, he can basically keep summoning hordes. Because when you get the boomer stuff on you, the boomer file, whatever the fuck it's called, it'll basically summon a horde. So he's mainly used for that.
Yo, to the boomer
Damn.
bio on the boomer. Let's go.
So yeah, he also blinds you a bit. Although I'm pretty sure most veteran Left 4 Dead players can see through it. We can't. We're fucking blind.
I know there's a way that you can just get rid of it by going idle and then join back
Yeah,
in.
going
and everything-
idle and then going back.
Yeah. Cheating, not to me.
No.
Exactly, not to me. All right. Do you guys have anything else to talk about for Left 4 Dead?
I don't think so. I think we talked about most. Oh, I guess it could just be one thing, not like a tier list. I'm pretty sure me and Scar already know ours. Favorite gun to use, and I'm pretty sure I already know yours as well, Quevy.
My is it called a spaz? I can't remember. It's the shotgun that is a long
Yeah,
range.
I know yours.
It's my
I'm pretty sure
favorite
the
weapon to use.
the spaz is the what me and Scar
No,
call
there's
the god.
two spazzes. Yeah, that the shotgun that me and you use, Lee. It is a that one is, yeah, it's called spaz, but the other one is technically a spaz, but it's not called spaz.
Yes, it
It,
is.
it,
Yeah.
it, it's a spam shotgun. That's all.
So why do you like it, Quevy? Because the range and the damage it does.
Yeah, especially if you're playing Last Man on Earth, you can usually just dome smokers and shit
Yeah.
from far away.
Yeah, that shotgun. So we
I
have two
use it.
shotguns. We call it God shotgun because that one just destroys
Yeah,
the
it does a
tanks.
lot of
in the field.
damage. It's
Let's
like
call
And
mine
then
Corona.
the one that Quivy uses that we usually call it like the
Yeah.
one that
we
always
just call that. We call that
kills.
spaz. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's basically that one destroys the special infected. It just deletes special infected.
Yeah, we
That's-
usually use the god shoddy for tanks and such.
Yeah.
Should we hold on? Speaking of tank, should we talk about the tank and how much he can be bullshit at times? 'Cause
Oh, you want to talk about that one time I got launched?
I think we should save the tank for our other topic when we compare the two.
Okay.
I will just say this now: the tank's boulder is sometimes bullshit. You can get hit by a pebble and die. It's
Yeah.
sad. All right, so I think that's it for now for Left 4 Dead. Let's talk about
Oh, dang.
the beta that came out, Back for Blood. That's supposed to be Left 4
Yeah.
Dead's successor.
Okay, yeah. Edward can talk about this now. We
People keep
all
comparing
played
Left
it.
4 Dead 3.
We've all
I will
played
say
this.
this now.
I find it fun.
Yeah.
I find it
Yeah,
sort of
it's a
like
good-
a
it's a good
cooler,
zombie game.
funner
It's better
version
than
of COD
most
Zombies.
some zombie games out there. It's not like the shittiest zombie game I've seen. It's like pretty good. It's fun at times. Not getting
I
buried.
like the graphics.
The graphics are pretty
I
good.
expected. But is it is it gonna kill Left 4 Dead? No, I'm
No.
sorry. But it's not.
No.
It's not gonna kill Left 4 Dead. It's not gonna win against that.
Okay, so yeah,
Left 4
we
Dead, it has mods, fun characters, fun maps, fun special infected, and only a
Yeah,
tiny bit of
I've only
bullshit.
learned one thing about the characters in Back for Blood through dialogue, which the person that Scar plays as and the person that Quevy plays as are siblings. That's the only thing I learned about them.
Yeah.
The only time
What?
I really hear them talk and such is when they're like, "Oh, we have to do this and such. Oh, there's a special infected there." I don't hear them making like quips and such.
Honestly,
Like they'll do it rarely.
And that's the thing that they don't do. But that's Left 4 Dead does that a lot more than.
it's
Ooh,
funny because
another
I see on YouTube characters interacting with one another, but they don't seem really all that interesting. And also, one character confuses the hell out of me, and that's Mama. Why the fuck is she called that? I don't get it.
yeah. Also, Quevy knows I've been raging about this. Why the hell does Mama have an insta revive?
And the
Yeah,
doctor
no,
having
this
a
is like
revive?
Oh my
Oh no, that's
god,
Mama. The doctor doesn't.
Lee, you remember that one time that me and you were playing the Back for Blood, and then that just Mama would not revive?
She would just stare at me, look at my soul like, "Woman, your whole thing is reviving people. Pick me up."
Yeah, so I go to heal Lee, and then one time I had to be done, then Mama comes her way down to
And
go
then you just
res
a
him,
quick
but it's
revive.
already
Then you
done.
just a quick revive.
All right, so some of the weapons of the game. They're
Attachments are basically useless.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real cheap. I'd never, especially like the magazine attachments or what the fuck you want to
Yeah,
call them.
I've said this
There's
before.
some I've barely seen, and some I just haven't seen fucking at all.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I said this before to you guys, but when I went to a gun that should have been able to hold a magazine, the slot was just straight up not there. Like I'm like, oh, they know it's rare.
Yeah, I remember you
Do
pointing
not
that
have a
out.
slot. Yeah, I'm like, I just said, do not have a slot for a magazine.
Uh,
I kind of like.
Yeah.
I personally like using the Scar, LMGs, and shotguns a little bit when I want to.
I will say
Whoa.
this. From what I can tell, they have more gun variety than Left 4 Dead, but Left 4 Dead was just more of just an increase of power weapons. So
Yeah.
one row of weak
Yo,
weapons,
what about that
another
God
row of
pistol?
medium damage weapons.
Oh
and
my god, the
heavy
Tech
weapons.
9, that shit's so overpowered, man.
The Tech
the gun that I
God.
use normally is the DMR. I don't know specifically what it's called, but I'm just gonna call it the DMR. That's the only time I use a scope, just because the reasons.
Ooh, okay, so I've heard some people
The Tech
complain.
9, as you're downed, infinite ammo machine gun.
Yeah, basically.
Very
And
true.
when you have extended mag for 25 and the the fast mag and the extended mag together, just 25 and fast reload. Goddamn. Ooh, okay. What was I gonna say?
You're talking about
Oh,
the
my
melee
favorite
weapons.
perk in the game is the fact is that copper thing where you can see the copper through walls. That's a nice one.
Is the instant kill knife, because that's very useful at times.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, instant
there's
kill.
legit no reason to use a
Yeah.
melee weapon when you get
I
that.
have mixed feelings with the melee weapons because Left 4 Dead, they are just basically they were made to clear out hordes. Back for Blood, the baseball bat is fucking useless. Like the most helpful thing I've seen is that tiny fucking axe and the normal size fire axe.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
get about the
I'm
axe.
I
The
like
axe
how
has
the
the range of
tiny
a baseball
hatchet
bat.
does way more damage than does like better
Machete.
damage than a fucking fire
The
axe.
thing I don't like about the
Okay.
axe.
No, it doesn't.
No,
The
that
same exact
the
damage.
hatchet does less. No, okay, I'm gonna
Oh, yeah,
say
it does
this.
less,
and I've said this before, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I know 100% I said this before. Why the hell does that small ass hatchet have the same amount of range as a machete?
Shut up.
No, I've seen videos of people questioning why the fuck does the machete exist if it can barely cut through those normal zombies.
It's just like
What?
3 slashes. Ooh, speaking of the slashes,
Fucking machete.
the
I'm sorry. It should be
difficulty.
more than that.
Oh, hold on. I know
Hold
I
on.
was gonna talk about earlier
Can I
now.
talk about the axe for a moment? I do not
Okay,
like
go ahead.
how it swings down. I want it to swing side to side. I prefer that, so I can actually clear out the fucking horde much more faster.
Yeah, I know why they didn't do that though, 'cause it'd be overpowered then.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah,
Left 4 Dead has overpowered
yeah,
melee
but
weapons, and you can still.
Although the enemies
Left
are
4 Dead's
overpowered.
Left 4 Dead's melee
Yeah.
weapons are powerful, but you
Can
can
we
still
talk
get
about
fucking
the
run
it's a
over.
melee weapon though, so it's supposed to be powerful.
enemies? Bleh.
On
Fucking
what, Edward?
boomers and fucking tall boys.
The tall boy's overpowered. I'm gonna say that straight up. No one could change
I
my
do
mind.
not like tall boys. Look, in concept, I'll say this. In concept, they seem alright.
Those
I
those
I don't
I
hate- I
call them
hate
the
the
sputter
fact-
monkeys. Just
In my
fucking
opinion, they were kind of
jumping all over the
lazy with
place.
the other variations. Like, there's like, what, 3 tall boys, 3 different types of those fucking leecher things.
Only had 2 in
those
the beta
fucking
though.
things that
Clever,
jump.
you gotta realize that.
Uh,
See, no,
I did-
no. Technically
No, I-
1, because I've only seen the grabber tall boy in Versus. I haven't seen one in the campaign.
True.
Wait, which one?
Yeah, the one that grabs you, raises you up in the air.
Oh yeah.
Which I feel like the health should be switched. The one that slams down does the damage should have 600, and the one that grabs should have 900. Because when you grab, you're stuck in place.
Yeah. And I don't think you can cancel, so you're just sitting there.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah,
Honestly, what was it? Is it some kind of factory? I can't remember. It involved grain. Is that
Wait,
fucking-
wait,
What,
get the
what do you
picture
guys
of
think
that?
about the spider
It was only
monkeys?
getting stuck on.
one that
fucking
leaps and all that.
Huh? I'm talking about the map.
Oh no, Edward was talking about something called the spider monkeys. I'm assuming he's talking about the
I call them
leapers.
the spider monkeys. They're the jumpy boyos.
Yeah,
I know
the one that
you're
leap
talking about. The guy
and
that
stick on
spit
walls.
at you.
they they fly.
They're alright.
They
I'll say
do.
this. Their
Trying to
health is
shoot
okay.
them is
Their
extremely
attacks are okay.
difficult.
I do not like using them in versus though. I hate using them in versus. I want first person camera. I'm sorry. I need that to work better.
Yeah,
with
trying
them.
to
Yeah.
shoot and all that.
I would like that.
Especially when you're on
the
a
lead.
wall, because then you're like, when you're on a wall and trying to shoot forward, it's hard to see.
Yo, I do. Leaping in that game is a bit horrendous at times. Left 4 Dead, you're in first person. You can make the
I know,
arc yourself.
I'm used to
You
leaping
don't
in
need
that
some
game.
fucking.
Oh, the people that leave in the middle of a match.
Yeah.
Those-
There's too many people
You
like
should get a
that.
penalty.
They should. They probably will,
that's
because it's
mean.
beta. Probably will.
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah. But still.
Speaking of verses, let's compare Left 4 Dead's verses to Back 4 Blood.
Can't
I
speak on
think
this.
they're both good. They're not. It's not bad.
My opinion,
I
Left
mean-
4 Dead is better because think about it. In Back 4
Yeah,
Blood,
yeah.
you're allowed to choose anything you want. So what's stopping people from choosing all grapples?
Real.
That's exactly what happened to me, Quebby, and
Also-
Scar.
In my opinion, I think it's better for learning because like Left 4 Dead, you're forced to learn how these characters work. You can't just be like, oh no, I don't want this one. I mean, you could.
Yeah,
just
and also
die,
Left 4
but-
Dead. Left 4 Dead, while yes, there is a chance that you could all become downing or whatever they're called. Pinning, yeah,
Enemies.
pin enemies. Yeah. There's a chance like that, but in the starting, it is guaranteed you're not gonna all be pin enemies. It's practically guaranteed.
That's true.
We're just talking about the fact right now of how you can literally upgrade the normal zombies to explode to
Yes,
suicide.
You can make them
suicide bomb
overpowered.
whenever you kill them.
To be fair though, to
I know-
be fair,
I know the
To be
first
fair,
time we
that could be, like,
saw,
the
him, I was
last
very
round.
confused. I was very confused when we first saw him because like, what the fuck? Why want to play as a common zombie? What the fuck?
yeah, I'm pretty sure I said that too. I said that when we first did version. I'm like, Quevy, why are we able to play as common infected? The hell is that?
I'll be honest. I have mixed feelings with the puker variant because it could seem overpowered at times, but sometimes it's just not. I would say his range is a bit bullshit. I don't feel like he should puke
It
across
is,
the fucking
yeah.
continent. 'Cause
Okay, listen.
in some games, I just puke from a distance. Wait, oh, someone hit someone. I don't know how the fuck my puke reached all the way over there.
Yeah, Quevy, I don't think you've been in the game where you've done this, but a fully up, like nearly fully in all the damage department, because I'm pretty sure I got a game where Edward and me just both kept upgrading the Pukers zombie, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
And so we did that. They do like what, 7 damage a second, and they slow you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like you may not think it, but with what me and Edward did, I feel like they're a bit overpowered, but it's kind of understandable because that's like late game upgrades.
Yeah.
So that the
You
survivors-
only can get them in like
Oh.
super late game, but it's still like
super, in my opinion,
Overpowered.
super late game, like if you manage to like they win one, you win one, they win one, you win one. I feel like if that happens, it's guaranteed whoever's infected next is going to win because you basically
So,
have all the
I will
upgrades.
say
Yeah.
this. I have mixed feelings with the fucking Battle Royale dome. I think-
Yeah, no, boys,
It's
we
like-
gotta move. The storm's closing
Because
in.
it's like, I understand that if you go out like spots that the zombies might, like the special zombies might have trouble in. Isn't that what the puker's for? Because that's what Left 4 Dead had the spitter for. So you won't stay in that one spot for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And-
Another thing I wanted to mention. No campaign versus is kind of gonna make the game die, in my opinion.
So,
Mm.
speaking of campaign versus, I originally wondered why
solo,
that.
no solo campaign at the moment.
but-
Oh no, there is. It
Well-
just wasn't in the beta.
The thing,
Yeah.
the more and more I keep thinking about this versus campaign, the more and more I kind of don't want to see it.
Yeah, because they're
Because
overpowered, man.
I will say
The
this:
special
the campaign. There's no why and so far the campaign. There's no randomized special zombie. I'm sorry, I keep seeing the same fucking thing over and over again. It's usually
Okay,
the same one over and over.
Quebby. I'm pretty
Exploder.
sure me and you talked about this, but in your opinion, don't you feel like the closed beta, it was pretty hard, but we could kind of push through it. But for some reason, in the open beta, it was just max difficulty for some reason.
Yes.
We were only playing at a second difficulty. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you guys remember this. In the closed beta, it was like, what, one tall boy doing that grain mission? Next thing you know, we did it. There was like two, and an exploder as well.
Yup.
So,
I feel like the
I think
difficulty went
definitely
up.
lasts long enough. There
We
is
were
a-
all like right next to each other, right?
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking with the campaign versus that.
Stop.
In the campaign, you expect a certain infected to pop up usually. The exploder is usually on the first campaign most of the time. But if you have players, they can just pick fucking whoever they want. And imagine that first room, you're not stuck in that safe room. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. There's so many maps when you can get stuck in the safe room because of those tall
Yeah.
boys. There's too many of those.
Oh, shit. Don't get me
Speaking of
started.
being stuck in the safe room, do we want to start comparing the tank from Left 4 Dead and the ogre?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm pretty sure most people can agree the ogre fucking sucks balls. I'm sorry, he's not.
Which
Okay.
one is the ogre?
That giant
It's the giant
zombie.
one, the one that we decimate at the beginning of the level.
Oh,
Speaking of that, I'll send. I don't know if I
oh,
recorded
we
this
gotta
or
go
not.
straight for the right.
I'll send gameplay to Quevy if I did record it or not, or I can just give him a clip to show him. We basically came up with a strategy. One person goes down who has the least amount of health as a suicide. Oh, speaking. Okay, I'm gonna mention this after I mention my strategy because. It proves the fact that this
Alright,
game is hard as hell.
We're playing on fucking normal.
Yup.
Yeah, just putting that in there.
Sorry, if I do get something, hold on.
Just putting that in there. For some reason, Back 4 Blood does not have to handle difficulties really well. So, if you're playing normal,
I
expect
mean,
it
they
to be
handle it amazingly.
Yeah, what do you mean? Nah. Okay, let's stop the jokes. That was
They handle
bull.
it
Playing normal.
amazingly. Where they like it sucks.
It's so
just-
great, it
So,
sucks.
viewers, if you're wondering how Back 4 Blood's open and closed beta was, it's mostly just normal was basically heroic. Easy, I'm gonna assume was normal. The heroic difficulty, I'm not even gonna ask what that's gonna be about. We haven't tested that.
We didn't touch that because from what I saw, listen, they didn't go into the menu, so
By the
they
way,
could see this.
we played expert usually on Left 4 Dead, so Left 4 Dead veterans basically.
We've
Our
been playing it
difficulties
since
being
what? We were
somehow
like
something
5, 7, Left 4 Dead, whatever.
Yeah.
And so
Imagine us Left 4 Dead veterans playing fucking Back 4 Blood, and all of a sudden normal just for something a shit show. Yeah,
so
that.
I don't think they saw the
I'm not thinking
menus,
that
so
much
they didn't see how
confidence.
horrendous it was because I was the one who already completed the game because I was playing with someone, but they had to go, so I just played with these two people. Amazing people, by the way. They were joking, and it was fun as hell. Basically made it enjoyable throughout the entire game. So I was the host in case we had to skip levels, if we kept repeating it over and over. It's going to come up later on. I know Quevy wants to talk about it, the continue system. We'll talk about it in a minute. But
Oh, fuck me, man.
So we made me the host because, like I said, to skip stuff and all that if we had to keep redoing it with the continues and all that. And so I was the only one, I'm pretty sure, who saw the difficulties. I didn't tell you guys this, but easy difficulty, it was like, oh, you take less damage, no friendly fire, extra med kits and stuff. Understandable. Normal, gets rid of all that stuff, and it's like 25% friendly fire. I'm like, okay, I guess kind of reasonable. Max difficulty, extra trauma damage, so you can't heal. Extra damage. Pretty sure it said more zombies as well, something like that. Less ammo,
trauma
like that.
damage. Yeah, trauma damage. I don't know how to
Wait,
feel
I
about
just
that
realized
shit.
what you're saying. But
What about
me
the
and you talked
fact
about
that
this.
like easy
Me and you talked
difficulty, you can pick wherever you want to?
Yeah, yo,
Start the
Edward,
match.
yeah, Edward, good point. I forgot to mention that.
Like easy difficulty is like you can pick wherever you want. Then it goes.
I love
Next
that.
one, you can pick a little less, then a little less, then it's like
Max difficulty, you can only pick 2 starting points, which is the first, literally the first level of the act, or the second half of the act. Which people have been saying that the game is short, which I kind of disagree with. That first act, when I played it, and keep in mind, I've been playing with people who knew exactly what to do. That shit felt long. Me and those guys were playing for like what, 3 hours on one act. So I don't know what they're on about. And from what I've seen, there's 9 acts because in the verses it goes up to like 9-1 or something. So I'm assuming there could be somewhere around 9 acts.
So let's talk about the campaign special version.
Oh no, I don't think we compared. We went on tangent. I don't think we compared the tank and the ogre. We just kept dissing the ogre.
Yeah.
So the ogre, if people are playing the beta or seeing gameplay of it, the ogre is that massive fuck off ridden thing. And
which I would be honest, how the hell was that thing made?
At first, it would scare you when you first see it because it's a giant fucking zombie.
Oh, we just do
Soon
my
enough,
strat.
you find out how exploitable it is when you're in small rooms. It reach its hand in there, yeah, but it can't do fuck anything else. Now,
It's got
health,
dinosaur arms.
its health, I won't complain too much about the health. It's just
Its health is just a bullet sponge.
Which I do not like at times. Because also another thing, the problem I have with the ogre is that it seems to be more cinematic, if anything. Because that's usually what pops up for cinematic purpose.
Ooh. Do you remember where I got downed?
Like...
Oh yeah, this is the point where I said that's gonna come up later with a difficulty. During our strat, and keep in mind, either Scar or Edward were missing, one of the two. So I had an AI with me come down. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's fine. There were so many zombies that not me or the AI could get past them.
Oh yeah, let me talk about.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Well, let me talk about the first time you touch the ogre. So it wants you to run away from it through the tunnel, right? The problem is that compared to what I've seen, at least on YouTube, the first time they showed it, it seemed like there's less zombies. At least from what I remember. For some reason, there's a fuck ton of zombies. There's exploders around the place, and sometimes you'll encounter birds, which, whatever.
That thing showing the ogre was clearly scripted.
Yeah, so clearly once you run through the tunnel, problem is you get slowed down by a zombie.
It's impossible.
It's Left 4 Dead's problem. It's Left 4 Dead's problem what I have with the comments, which is that they will slow you to a crawl. And speaking of being slowed, the revive. Edward and Lee experienced it firsthand of
So Quevy, I'm gonna say this because Quevy doesn't know.
I didn't know.
He expected the Left 4 Dead thing where you get like a quick boost until your health goes down. Because in Left 4 Dead, I'm pretty sure you start with like
what happened? Let's time out.
You walk like a snail the moment you get
they got down. I
revived.
can't remember what got you down again. Was it just the commons or
no? But I'll explain it. So in Left 4 Dead, you start with like you get res, you get like 49 health, but you know the ticking down thing. So you only get like what 2 seconds of normal speed, which it's fair. Get a quick burst to get out. After blood, you get 20 health. You are basically a sloth, and so Quevy. Expected, okay, I'm just going to revive these two to get them out of the way because, we're about to die.
And a tall boy comes in.
Yeah. This is happening.
He reses me up and I get smacked in the head.
So what's happening at the moment is I was trying to outrun one of those tall fuckers, the bruiser, I'm pretty sure, considering he just slams around the place. And I try to get an alright distance. I get Lee up, I run to get Edward up, Lee fucking die immediately.
And then I die.
I try to get Edward.
I can't get up.
I try my best. Okay, these tall boys. I don't know why the fuck they're so fast. Because you expect a guy with a giant ass arm to be slow as hell, right? And especially one that does a lot of damage to you. Nope. Do not underestimate them. Don't.
Why would you expect them to be? Why would you expect them to be fat, slow?
Yeah, dragging their arm across. Clearly, they have issues.
Yeah, why would you be? Why would you expect them to be slow? Obviously, they're going to be fast.
The Bruiser has this ability, and I experienced it in the verses, that you have there's a legit just an ability just to speed at someone, and go figure, that's what happens. They just burst at you for some reason.
Oh, Quevy, you want to mention the fact that ability can, when you keep slamming, I'm pretty sure Scar abused this a lot. The fact that you can hit through walls.
I did not know that.
So when we're doing verses, there is some points that you can just use that slam attack on the bruiser, and it goes to walls. There was one time I kept doing it, and they were
Nothing
completely
you could do.
autistic.
Yeah, there was nothing
They
they
just
could
sat
do.
there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They just stopped moving. Yeah, they kept going back to that wall for some reason. Like, do you not notice the guy hitting you through said wall?
Yeah. So
Um,
you talk about
so
the
I
slow
just saw
revive.
something.
Let's
So
let's
I'm
continue talking about the
watching
ogre.
some gameplay that Lee just sent me. I just saw the part where he uses a minigun in Left 4 Dead. Would you want to talk about your experience using the minigun in Back 4 Blood? I know that you got that at one
That
point.
minigun sucks dick. I'm gonna say that straight up. In that place, okay, Left 4 Dead, there are a few points where you can use it, and it's like, okay, the No Mercy, it's pretty hard to use it because you're running, and also the strategy that we use, which I'm pretty sure.
Honestly, that minigun, in my opinion, the No Mercy's minigun is in such a bit of a pointless
Yeah,
position.
so I'm
because
pretty
they
sure.
just
I'm
come from
pretty
fucking
sure.
anywhere.
I'm pretty sure it'll be showing different gameplay now because we've been talking for so long. So I'm pretty sure the Left 4 Dead gameplay is up. But you can rewind and see the footage, or just go to my YouTube channel and watch it yourself. Hey, fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the minigun. I use it and such, and I kill it pretty fast and all that. Like, it has a decent place. Back 4 Blood. I could not even touch that thing, man.
No point.
Not only do you need a toolkit for it, which wastes the space, because you rarely find toolkits in that area.
It sucks.
Clevy, you're mute for some reason. Like, I can't hear you. But I'm gonna keep talking until you can be able to talk again. But Back 4 Blood minigun. We would use Edward's toolkit because he would use it because let's be honest, Edward, you're not very good with the quick stuff and all that, the taser and such.
Not?
And so I never really saw you use ammo box or whatever. And so yeah, so he would get it. I tried. Keep in mind, we did that level like 7 different times.
None of them won.
I placed it in many different spots. Outside, facing the staircase and all that, dead. Could barely even shoot. Oh, I placed it on top of the stairs to shoot them down, dead. Tall boy behind me. That minigun, even though you could place it, it's so goddamn useless. It got to the point where we all just decided, let's start it, run away. It worked for some reason. Not quite you may have to leave the call and rejoin, so like that. Maybe it'll work. So yeah. Good?
Sorry.
There you go, we can hear you now.
I don't know what you're
Okay.
Well, my internet disconnected for some fucking reason, but whatever. Should still be recording.
Yeah. It's fine.
So what were you talking about? Were you still talking about the minigun?
Yeah, we were on about the minigun for a bit.
So let's talk. Okay, I can't believe we keep going off track about the ogre and the tank. Yeah, ogre. I will say this. He looks intimidating at first, but oh my god, his size is the problem.
Yeah, you just do my strategy. Just one person who is willing to suicide bomb. Just do that, and get the others.
It's usually you.
Yeah,
the tank.
I'm fine with it.
So you can clearly tell anyone who's playing Left 4 Dead. You can clearly tell the ogre is supposed to replace the tank. And let's be honest here. There's a lot of things that are supposed to be. You can tell.
Speaking.
The puker is the boomer, but if the puker is basically the spitter, and the boomer had sex and gave birth to.
One more thing I hate about the ogre. He only appears in certain set pieces.
True.
Like the tank, who can pop up basically anywhere. Literally, there was this one time where me, Quivy, and Scar, we had the tank on behind a desk, and we called it the accountant. Because we went up the stairs, we sat behind a desk and such.
Now, what makes the tank so intimidating fun is that he is just a fucking guy on steroids, but he can take a lot of bullet damage, those fucking rockets at you, and he does catch up to you at points. What can the ogre do? Throw shit at you, try to reach the door.
Me throw rock, me try grab.
The ogre is so exploitable.
Viewers, by the way, the reason why you aren't hearing
sponge.
The reason why you guys aren't hearing Scar is because he had to go do something. He'll be back soon, though.
Yeah.
Hope.
No, the ogre, he has potential. Let's be honest here. If you can only break down wall, the tank, there are times we can fucking smash down walls and come after you. Like,
No,
not
no,
like
no.
he needs to do it. He doesn't need
The
to do that.
ogre,
The tank will just
he
run
can
at your
only
ass.
take down a fence. Like he can only break down that giant fence. Which,
Oh yeah.
speaking of which,
It takes him
speaking of
fucking
which,
forever too.
yeah, speaking of which, that ogre, its AI is bugged.
I know we kind of glitched it by keeping some people in that upper safe house and all that, but I went down.
That
And for
bitch
some
be really
reason, I went to
different.
attack them.
Yeah. So after it reaches a certain amount of health or a certain amount of time, for some reason it would just when I got down and such, it started attacking them, went back to the fence, started getting rid of the fence, and then went back to start attacking them. I'm like, what the fuck is it doing?
So,
Like, I mean, you're just getting shot, so I'm fine
so
with it.
the problem with the ogre is that it is just a bullet sponge, like you mentioned before, and that
Yeah.
is so not fun to fight because it's not challenging. It really
It's a
isn't.
giant
You
bullet
just have to
sponge.
stick in one spot, and also
It's
yeah,
annoying.
it's
It's not fun. It's annoying.
yeah. Hey, you want to know how to take that? If you want to kill the ogre quickly, save a lot of money and buy grenades. That's like the only way to
Yeah,
really
that's
Yeah.
do
what we
it.
did.
Yeah. If you have no money, well, good fucking luck. It's just
This is
Oh,
just a
no.
quick note. This is just a
GG.
quick note, which, in my opinion, I hate.
hope the ogre loses interest in you, which you probably won't.
So yeah, I'm just gonna make this quick note. I hope this doesn't start a sidetrack thing for some reason.
But so in Left 4 Dead, if you people play it, which I'm assuming you do,
There's no aiming unless you use a sniper. But Back 4 Blood, it has aiming, I guess, which makes sense with the scopes and such. But for some reason, when you get downed, you can't aim. You're able to load like 600 mags into your pistol. Perfectly okay. You
Question.
You can't
What
move your
about putting a sniper scope on a shotgun?
as a sin. I know you can. Oh my god. Quevy, when we were playing, recommended something extremely cursed. He recommended that
he basically said, "Why can't I put a sniper scope on my double
barrel. Most
Why not?
sinful thing I've ever heard.
Why not?
You
That's the tip of the double barrel.
You pop off the
he
shotgun to
transfer
reload it, the scope goes with it.
Yes, exactly.
That'd be amazing. Yo, somebody needs to do that, please.
Go slap a rail on your double barrel.
Hey, you could slap a rail on a bunch of pistols. Why can't you do it with a shotgun?
Fucking beautiful.
Back
What about the scope on the 44 Magnum? Like the
That's a sin.
revolver.
Okay, back on track with comparing the tank and ogre.
Yeah, the tank's
So-
just more fun to fight.
Yeah,
It feels a bit rewarding when you fight the tank.
Tank, in my opinion, has
The tank
some
feels
weird
randomized. I mean, kinda. If you're on expert difficulty,
Kinda
you can
predict
kinda. If you're playing Left 4 Dead and you're playing expert difficulty, you can usually assume when the tank's gonna show up. He's usually predictable.
Also, we use closed captions because
yeah, but even then, I
It doesn't
don't
say
see
that
closed
much.
captions. I just
Says it
assume
rarely.
the tank's gonna show up.
So oh yeah, another thing I like about the
He's
tank,
for it.
it can jump scare you. You probably already seen it in the footage by now,
About that.
but we were going through a safe house and such
Go ahead,
on
an
No Mercy,
unfortunate experience with the tank.
and we were on No Mercy through the scaffolding area, the one before the escape mission, the one before that.
So we heard a tank, and Scar, he was able to get through the area. I'm like, huh? Why didn't he get hit?
No, we were playing split screen, which you can obviously see by now. But next thing you know, I see Quevy go down, and I look up, and I'm like, I just read it.
Here comes
Tank
the giant
incapacitated. Yeah. Tank incapacitated Chris Shadows, and I look behind me to see this giant hand about to hit my face. I'm like, ooh, this bitch just became a jump scare.
If you're a tank, the tank will fucking surprise your ass because he comes around corners, spawns in places you don't expect him
But
to spawn.
the ogre the ogre though, giant ass health bar. You see him rumbling through the floor.
Yeah, also, let's talk about music wise. Back 4 Blood, it doesn't really
Barely
have
hear
special
music. I'm gonna
infected
be honest.
music.
I have not heard a single song in that thing. So
Yeah.
somebody will have to send it to me, please. Somebody send it to me. I need to see this. I need to
And
hear
Left
the
4
sound.
Dead, it's everyone know if everyone's played Left 4 Dead, they know it's basically like a movie you're playing. You're playing like a fucking drama basically.
Yeah, literally the loading screens are
Yes.
movie
When you
things.
get caught, when you're pinned, you have a spotlight
Hold on,
shining
wait,
on you,
Quevy,
showing you're in
what'd you say,
distress.
Shrek?
Actually, isn't there in some places in Left 4 Dead there are jukeboxes that you can actually play music in?
Yeah, I love those. Me and Quevy, we always play the what was it? The Eat Your Brains thing. Yeah, we always play that. Which yes, it does summon a horde. We know that.
Well, yeah. Each special infected has their own very they have different themes about with one of them. Anyone who's at least listened to Left 4 Dead knows their theme.
Yeah, and when they're attacking you too, like the smoker, Yeah, they all have their own themes when they're attacking you too. The hunter has a different one. The smoker has a different one. Yeah, which obviously the spitter can't have one because
tank-
it's not
And the
pinning you.
tank, and
Don't that thing.
yeah, you'll know the
I really like
tank's
the small
there.
details
He will
in Left
make
4 Dead.
his presence fucking known. The scream and rumble and this badass music plays. You know he's coming for you. Even though for some reason, at least on Xbox anyways, the music for some reason just doesn't play at times, which is a bit sad. But he makes
Ooh,
he makes
another thing about the
himself
tank.
known. He rumbles, so he you know.
Another
he's
thing
going
about the
on.
tank, which we find funny, I don't know why this happens. The fact that he has a
heart
heart attack every now and then. Yep.
Which makes sense. He's just a monster with anger issues, and he's on steroids too.
It's basically the player version of switching. You know, if when you're playing versus, you have a timer if you don't attack.
That's a scary thing to think. Imagine you have a heart attack and someone takes over your body. That's something else.
That'd be terrifying. So
Yeah. So in conclusion, tank's more fun than ogre, and also just feels more rewarding to fight the tank than the ogre. The ogre's just not really rewarding.
okay,
What do you get for beating the ogre? You just
nothing.
lost
Nothing.
basically fucking everything.
What you get for
Your
being the
health.
tank, you
Your
get rid of a
ammo.
stalker, basically.
Yeah, the tank will hunt your
Yeah.
ass.
Well, also, you
Yeah.
have to beat the tank in some escape missions, so that's a reward too, escaping.
But there's usually ammo around.
And so we've been dissing on Back 4 Blood clearly. Let's say some things we like about it, so that we show the people that we don't fully hate it.
Oh, I got something that I like
The
about
game's
it.
not bad.
Then-
Like,
then
look,
we'll
I
go back
actually
to
really
love
nice
that.
that
I know
Back 4
this.
Blood only
Look,
has.
okay. So I know some people just say that, oh, you like Left 4 Dead, yeah, it's not compared to Left 4 Dead, blah blah blah. Because I seen it in the live stream comments sometimes.
Some
But you gotta
bullshit though,
remember,
because so many people call
This
Left 4
is
Dead
Left 4
3.
Dead's successor, and it is advertised as basically just Left 4 Dead. Let's be honest here. No, you can't deny that. It's Back 4 Blood, for fuck's sake.
Also, a bunch
Back
of people
Rock.
and a bunch of people and YouTubers also keep calling it Left 4 Dead 3.
That annoys me at times. I
Yeah, it's
understand
annoying.
why, but it's just like it's not Left 4 Dead 3.
Okay,
It's
so
just
If it
yeah,
was
so
Left 4 Dead 3, there would be Left 4 Dead
Can I
characters
start?
inside
I
of
want
it.
to start about the things I
let's say
like.
some things that we like about it. Scar, you can go first.
So one of the things I like about it is that in like the lobby, if you want to call it, where everybody meets up. There's
the
like a
firing
little
range.
area. Yeah, the little area. Firing range. You
And
know what else we'll do? Like a little
we do
playing
little
around.
mini games there. Yeah, we do little mini games.
Yeah.
Like an example, we
Yeah,
have.
like,
I really like
battles,
that. That's fun.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. You get to test out the damage and such as well.
It is basically just practice. It's fun,
Yeah.
I guess.
Quevy always targets me.
Edward, you're just very
Speaking of
vulnerable.
targeting, so speaking of targeting, the aim assist,
That's it.
beautiful.
I'm
Okay,
getting
so-
aim assist.
I've seen
Strat,
people say
here's
this.
the thing.
Hold on. Okay, I'll go then. So, people have been saying, "Oh, just turn down the aim assist if you hate it. It shouldn't be that strong to begin with."
So trust me, it is powerful.
Yeah.
Dude, all I have to
That's
do.
for me. I
didn't-
play on
Look,
PC.
Oh, okay,
all I have
okay.
to do is
Awesome.
quickly aim.
Me
and
and Noob,
aim,
who
shoot, aim, shoot.
is terrible at aiming with anything, I actually kind of like it.
I will
but
say this.
understand.
It feels like the aim assist is much more better with like the rifles and whatnot. Cause honestly, I get more kills with the rifles if anything.
Okay, so
I
awesome.
won't do- So what I
Okay,
like about
can I
Back 4
say something
Blood-
that I find a little weird? I hate what I don't really care about is the fact that you heal with your gun's trigger button, the same button that you use for your to shoot.
That's in most games.
Fine with that.
I always find that I just like
Yeah.
when
No, Actually, I'm
when
gonna
I
agree
just
with
start
Edward here.
shooting
I'm gonna agree with
friends.
Edward here. For some reason, it doesn't stop you from shooting after you healed. So
So I'll be holding it down, but I won't really.
So I basically had to learn exactly when I heal, because if I don't let go of the trigger, this barely
I'll
happens.
shoot
but
you in the back.
yeah, it'll shoot for some reason, even though you're like you didn't release it or anything, you've just been holding it down. So I'll heal, then like Quevy or Scar will be in front of me. I'll finish healing, because they're protecting me and all that. I'll finish healing. Next thing you know, I start shooting them in the back of the head.
I've done the same thing to you countless times.
Yeah. So
What I like about Back 4 Blood is its design, I guess. Like the way they made the monsters and whatnot. I kind of don't like how they reuse certain designs on certain like different variations, but it's like alright. Look good, they
I did
look
that
alright.
one too.
it's what you expect from Xbox One, like to actually look. It's not Xbox 360. It's Xbox One. It's supposed to look good and whatnot.
I like the graphics. The graphics are nice.
You have mixed feelings with the common infected, but whatever. Because
Think
thing is,
about me.
Left 4
I don't
Dead-
have to deal with nemesis.
Left 4 Dead, you're not dealing with like a parasite. You're just dealing with a fucking normal ass virus. So they look human enough.
Well,
Back 4 Blood,
we're
most of them-
we're gonna be talking about the fighting virus thing in a minute, and I'm pretty sure Quevy
and
agrees
Back
with
4
me.
Blood, for some reason, most of them are bald. And I don't know why. They look
Bald.
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 Well, last time I checked, I don't think
Oh.
last time I checked, I don't think anyone has cancer. What the fuck?
There's a lot of people that have cancer, my guy.
The entire
Oh,
population
yeah.
has cancer. You know,
Well, I
you know what? You get
mentioned-
cancer now when you're infected.
Before I mention the thing I like, I'm gonna mention one more thing about the aim assist. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I'll probably send Quevy also Back for Blood that I also streamed, which I also did play with him. You'll see me basically using a what it'll probably have passed by now if I do give him the footage. I'll be using a deagle, and it's very obvious. I have a deagle or pistol, I don't remember which. I'll just be smashing left trigger while mashing right trigger, and somebody said that as well in the comments of Back for Blood. I should not be pressing the aim button as much as the fire button, which I'm like, yeah, that's a good point, my guy.
Mm.
But the thing I do like about Back 4 Blood is, as a gun nerd, and I'm pretty sure Edward is a gun nerd as well, the guns
Yeah, I love
look
World War II
beautiful.
weaponry.
They look beautiful.
Yeah.
Reloads and such, yeah, they look
Firing
good.
They have a kick to them.
For me, a World War II and Civil War nut, I honestly love the guns
Yeah.
in this game.
The noises, yeah, they sound like they have a punch and all that. Although, I will say this, the Deagle and Barrett should be way louder in my opinion, because it's a goddamn 50 cal.
Also, why doesn't LMG share the same exact ammo type as a SCAR and as an AK-47?
That's
Oh,
fine.
I'm gonna say that in a
Is
bit. But,
A SCAR does
actually,
not use the same ammo as an AK,
You mean like
and
assault
AK
rifle?
does not use the
There's
same
another
ammo as
thing.
an
You mean
LMG.
assault
Why
rifle?
is it
No,
like
Edward,
that?
you mean assault rifle rounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, that and almost like a normal game, like normal shooter games, like an LMG usually has the same exact amount of ammo or same ammo as an assault rifle or like an AK or an
another
SCAR.
thing I do hate about the game, which I know we said we're gonna stop dissing it for a bit, but I just had to go back to it. The ammo thing. I pick up a weapon, and I just have no ammo for it. Like, I've had many games where
Yeah.
I'm finding shotguns, and I keep saying to myself, I have no shells. Stop giving me fucking shotguns. In Left 4 Dead, you can just pick up a different gun, even if it's still a shotgun, perfectly fine.
You get
Back
refilled of
4 Blood.
ammo. Here's
Back
just a
4
new
Blood.
gun.
Yeah, they just
Where's
They
the
also-
ammo?
There are times. Here's the thing. There are times when I pick up like the same type of shotgun. I pick it up. It only has like a tiny bit more ammo, like maybe 5 shells. That's it. Yo, I'm gonna make these 5 shells count. Don't worry.
It's also not just with shotguns. It's also with like
with any gun really.
machine guns and all that other stuff. Literally, you just pick it
Now,
up. 25 bullets.
Let's
What?
say this. Would it be a bit realistic when these guns like barely any ammo? Yes, I guess. Like they're just laying around there. They're most likely been used before, but gameplay wise, it is not fun just to see that like, oh, yo, there's a gun right there, but that's fucking barely anything.
At least
in
give
it.
you like half ammo.
Half the mag. And so yeah, okay. We all moving on, or do we have any other good things that we like about Back 4 Blood? Because I'm about
I
to
will
mention
say,
thing that
I will say this, and it's surprising I like it. Is that do I forget about sometimes? Yes, but if you can give ammo to your like team or whatever, I feel like that's
I have to
pretty
keep
good.
reminding. I have to keep reminding Quevy about it.
I
I'll
forget
I'll
sometimes.
snipe and I'll keep harassing Quevy to give me more.
It's
So-
nice that you, like if your teammate needs some ammo, yo, dude, I have ammo I'm not even using. Here, you can take it.
You can also drop your gun too, if I remember correctly.
Now, would you give ammo to your teammate if you need it? I guess that's debatable. I mean, that depends. How friendly are you with your teammate? If it's a random person, you're definitely not gonna give them ammo. You know what they're gonna do with it.
We all moving on because I'm about to say something
We
that I
talk about-
know Quevy despises, and so do I. I'm
We
pretty sure
talk
everybody
about
here does.
how it increases its difficulty by itself. Please talk about that.
No, not that. Not that. I'm pretty sure you also
What
hate
do you
this. So
mean?
we all moving on.
Grain. We went from that difficult pain in the ass grain mill to that fucking bridge where we can barely get past.
Don't get
mention
me
that
started
thing.
on that fucking bridge.
Can't even
I'll
get
mention
on the
another thing.
bridge.
I'll mention another thing that I mentioned this while we were talking about the ogre and such. The continue.
Goddamn bridges. Fucking
Oh
hell.
yeah, the continue. So again, if you played the open beta, closed beta, if you played or seen the game, you will realize that if your team fucking dies, these continues will pop up. And you may be thinking, why the fuck do these exist? They kind of don't have a purpose except your cards. It's all about the cards. That's all they're used for.
Well, no, you also got to realize though, in the difficulty that we play as, we could basically, like I said, we play the normal difficulty, so we have 4 starting points. So the continues are really useless because most people would be like, oh, it's so that you have to pick a different cards and all that, or maybe like so you get more cards and such. But when you choose a starting point, it gives you cards depending on how many levels you skip. So, for example, we went to we already completed the first and second, but we kept dying on the third because that fucking grain part. And so we had to restart there. You were able to choose 3 cards again. But what's the point of the continues?
Exactly. Like, what's the point? Now here's the thing.
Quevy made a good point earlier when we were talking, not in the podcast. But
I do not mind. I do not mind these continuations if there was an arcade mode. I would not mind that.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
No,
Yeah.
arcade machine. Like, I guess what they could do is that it's basically Iron Man, what the fuck you want to call it, but except you have continuations, you have lives. So like one of those old arcade games, I guess you can do. It's like, oh, continue, insert coin, yada yada yada. You know, that kind of stuff. Because speaking arcade, I don't know. Maybe what they could do is that, maybe that's like middle checkpoints or something like that. That'd be interesting. There's a
Okay,
point.
so I'm gonna mention another thing, which you'll all get this when I say it. It did my boy dirty by turning him into a card dealer.
Oh, the director, yeah. That's. I don't like it. It's so fucking stupid. Director.
Oh, Edward, you don't know what the director is. The director in Left 4 Dead. Oh, sure, go ahead.
So, Left 4 Dead was mostly advertised for its director. Director is what you think a director would do. Basically just manipulates behind the scene. How much zombies, the equipment, and whatnot. Like, when special infected spawns, what spawns.
Basically making the game infinitely replayable.
Yeah, that's what makes it replayable. Back for Blood, they just made him into a fucking
Only
card
cards.
dealer. Yeah, he just fucks around with the cards.
When they revealed that, like the E3 or whatever, I'm pretty sure Quevy heard me when I said, "Yo, they turned this bitch into a card dealer."
What the fuck? It's so fucking stupid, and it's like
They turned the director from a god.
That everyone it was basically what most people loved about Left 4 Dead was that it is replayable, and this director is highly intelligent. There's too much zombies.
I think that's why it has
zombies.
such a big fan base now, since of
Yeah,
how
exactly.
replayable it is.
Yeah,
Keep in mind, Edward.
Just makes things fun. Now, can it be bullshit at times to the hordes? In my opinion, yes.
And Edward, you gotta realize, Edward, for the most part, the director works really
Decently well on custom maps as well.
Okay.
Which is another thing that I'm pretty sure Quevy mentioned this earlier. There's no mods. There's gonna be no mod support from what I've seen in Back 4 Blood.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead, you can make custom maps, custom guns, custom character skins. But Back 4 Blood won't, which will make the game die way faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's why I said it's not gonna kill Left 4 Dead anytime
The
soon.
director basically became in Left 4 Dead this almighty god who decided your fate when you were on low health. Fucking card dealer only at the beginning of the level. Well, I can guarantee some people, if we have this people for people who watch us, if we have these type of people and the people who watch us, I can guarantee one of them is gonna comment, "Oh, we could do other stuff." Bitch, how is summoning a door that summons an alarm useful?
Now, I know some people have forgotten this, but I really truly trust Turtle Rock Studios. It's like mod.
Yeah. I said this before.
In case
so has
people have
many other
forgotten, in case some people have forgotten, Turtle Rock made Evolve.
Made Evolve, yes. A bunch of people have been saying this as well.
We've seen that.
Yeah.
And we see how that went.
A bunch of people have been saying this, which I'm about to agree with them. People have been saying that they're going to somehow turn the cards into microtransactions, and I swear I agree with them.
Doesn't every game somehow turn a thing into a microtransaction?
At all.
COD points use my little Call of Duty rant that I usually always do talking to people. COD points used to be free.
Yeah.
Back
And so,
in Black Ops 1. And
Oh,
now
Black Ops
they
1.
are pay.
Yeah, that's Black Ops
Used to
1.
be good.
I mean,
And so,
they need to get money, you know. They kind of need
Matt,
money.
okay,
Now-
Scar. This is a point. That's kind of a point which I
They already have
hate.
so
Like,
many editions for like Back for Blood now. I seen like 3 editions. Like what the fuck?
Scar.
standard edition.
What you just said is a point that I kind of hate. It is a $60 game. I should not be having to pay microtransactions unless it's a DLC
Yeah,
map
yeah.
or such.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason I paid for like Left 4 Dead's DLC because it gave me maps, characters, and like
It's
maps
like,
were
what,
worth it.
$5 for like what, 3 maps? $5 basically.
One map wasn't worth it, but it had other maps with it, so I was fine with that.
There was one where it's like only what, like the passing, but like it gave us mutations as well, even though it's just one map. It gave us mutations still, which
Yeah,
me and
that's some fun
Quevy
shit in it.
and Scar, we put that shit to hell.
Hold on. Speaking of mutations, I don't think they have that in Back for Blood, are they? Because they go around that fucking card
No.
system.
No.
In fact,
Yeah.
there's one card I do not. I will only want to see an arcade, and that's the speedrun card. What the fuck? That was the first time
Yeah,
I've seen-
like it doesn't.
That is the first time I've ever seen a game force a speedrun on you. Yo, I don't know about you, but I don't look like a speedrunner now, do I? I don't speedrun games
That's
until like,
mostly what I do.
if I know the game
I'm
well,
not
I
a
don't know. Maybe I'll
speedrunner at
speedrun.
all.
Uh, no,
I
if I-
do not
if I-
speedrun games. I like to play them, have
If-
fun. I don't know
If
what
I
that's
play a game
added.
enough,
There's mutation. I'd be fine if there's a mutation. A speedrun, like why not? Sure.
yeah, like when I played a game enough, I'll like attempt to do a speedrun. Like an example, Quevy, he there was this website with like basically you make Mario levels. When I keep dying, I'll be like, you know what, fuck it, speedrun, and I get decently fast and far. And in Katana Zero, which a game I love, you should all check out. It's a very beautiful game, and the speedrun, you can set settings for a speedrun.
Sponsor.
I feel like that should be a thing in Back 4 Blood as well. You can, which I don't know why other games don't do this. You can basically, in Katana Zero, you can customize the speedrun. So, for example, you can start at a certain point, you can make it track your deaths, you can choose a starting weapon, because in Katana Zero, there's different weapons that do a bunch of different stuff. You can, there's a hard mode, which, fucking god, you're a god if you somehow beat that shit. I couldn't even get past the first fucking level.
So, Ben,
yeah.
you're derailing a bit.
Oh, not really, because it's speedruns. I'm comparing speedruns to other games.
I know, but I know how you are with Lee. I know how you are with Katana Zero.
You take a good game. Alright, yeah, back on track.
So,
DLC win.
the maps. I don't know how to feel about them.
There's only one act, so I guess we can't really judge the maps right now.
Okay.
Also, I'm the only one out of the 4 of us that have actually beaten the entire game.
So, the maps, from what I've played anyways, they seem alright. What usually fucks them over is what's inside of them. Like, the NPCs are in them.
In my
Yeah.
opinion, as someone who played the entire act, all the levels, I kind of don't like it. Especially the later half. So, in one of the levels, you're basically in this neighborhood and all that, where you have to basically attack this thing and like infesting the house or whatever. I don't know what the fuck it was. But I'm pretty sure
they destroy 3 things, right?
No, I don't think so. But yeah,
I think kites do something like that.
I'm pretty sure it would change every now and then. And so the people I was playing with basically got through most of the game only using one continue, but that was the one level we used to continue on. It changed and such. Our health on that damn level went so damn low because we couldn't find where it was. And you wanna know where it was?
Now,
In the dark corner of the ceiling.
so I think we could talk about this now.
Oh,
I've been wanting to talk about this for a
question.
long ass time for Back 4 Blood on the podcast. It's difficult.
Hey, I forgot what I was
Spike.
about to say. Okay.
It's difficulty. Let's be honest here. The grain, that grain mill or whatever, that was a pain in the ass. We wanted to fucking die.
We barely got past
Then-
that. And when we did, we didn't
but
want to
then-
go back.
Oh,
Then the bridge.
the birds.
birds.
Na-na-na.
I will
The
say
birds
this,
are annoying.
yeah, the birds are just like
Inconsistent as
sometimes.
well. there was a time where Scar shot
There's
through.
too many fucking birds. I will say that, but whatever. I won't complain
Especially
too
the
much about
card
birds.
that
'cause
makes
Leopard
more
had
birds as well.
So, the difficulty spike. So the grain, if anyone's playing it, it's a pain in the ass. Again, 2 bruises and suicide exploded a lot of shit ton of zombies. It's a pain in the ass. You get past it, you think, oh, thank fuck. But then you get to the bridge. Anyone who's ever fought on the bridge knows that. Oh wow,
You bring up
this is the most
Vietnam
painful experience.
flashbacks for me, bro.
Yeah, it's Vietnam in there. It's World War
Yeah.
II. We're storming the
For
beach
some
and that
reason,
shit.
they show a shit ton of bruisers at you. I'd seen some suicide
You're
bombers
giving
at
me
times.
flashbacks.
You can barely get on the bridge. I had to fucking
And
try
the
to
beach in
maneuver on
Normandy
that
got
bridge.
nothing on this shit.
Especially, remember,
Normandy, Vietnam, the bridge,
Back for a blood bridge.
blade. Dude, no
Such a pain in the
soldier could
ass.
survive that. I'm sorry.
oh, here's the
Okay.
thing.
Viewers, you have to
We
realize.
played
Viewers,
it.
you have to realize. I had a 50 cal. I had a 50 cal beret, and I could barely win that. We
So-
didn't win.
If
I
okay,
had an LMG.
Oh,
and I
you might
couldn't
say
win.
that. Oh, maybe if you like, I don't know, wait for another day and whatever, and play it again, maybe you'll feel just fine. Maybe.
Nope.
After all, I thought the grain did basically fucking just drain our fucking soul. It was like, oh, thank fuck. And I guess we did kind of feel like, oh fuck. At least for me, anyways, I lessened my guard a bit because like, oh, finally the worst is over. I honestly, that was.
Question. What about how the pills give more health than like Oz? And
That
yeah,
works.
it's temporary health, but still.
Uh,
Like I feel
So,
God should give
you have an
like
opinion
more
on
health.
this, or are you not there?
I feel like I feel like that's kind of balanced in a way because it's more of just a little health boost. Also, it goes Edward. It goes past trauma damage as well. It goes past it. So
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We talk about the trauma damage, by the way. I do not. I kind of don't like it. My opinion. Oh my god.
oh, you've been mute for a while. Put your opinion. What do you feel about the trauma damage?
Go on, Scar.
Well, how do you feel about the trauma damage?
spike?
I mean, there's sometimes I try to talk, but I let you guys talk, and then I forget what I was gonna say.
Alright.
Yeah.
the
So how
trauma
do you feel about the trauma damage?
Trauma damage.
One where you
It-
get
it's
like if you take too much
interesting.
damage, you lose
Yeah, I
maximum
know what
health.
it is. I know what it is.
Okay.
It's interesting. I mean, it's not bad. It's a new thing.
It's more of annoying.
And sometimes it's annoying, yeah,
I
because
don't
it's just
like
like, oh wow,
Okay,
I wish I
guys,
could go
Oh, I
farther.
now only can heal to
Oh,
Oh wow,
20%.
my medkit
So I'm a
barely
snail
did
for the
anything.
rest of the
Nice.
game.
okay, you guys have to realize this as well. Viewers as well, people who haven't seen or played the game. The only way to get rid of trauma damage is by using these medical cabinets that rarely pop up. And even if they do
Yeah.
one charge,
Yeah.
then you have to pay 400 copper to use it again.
Right.
Oh,
And
what
my
I
only-
What
my
I
guys-
what I
Oh
honestly
my
hate
god.
about it
Hold
is
on.
I now
talk
only
about-
can heal to 20%. Guess I'm a snail for the rest of the game.
Can we talk
Pete.
about the story, or at least what we know of it?
Oh, one more thing about the trauma
Similarity.
damage first. Remember, viewers, we played on the normal difficulty, and I'm pretty sure everyone can agree on this as well. How much trauma damage we got on normal difficulty was fucking insane, and we had to realize the maximum difficulty increases the trauma damage even further. So goddamn.
It also increases the friendly
Data
fire
on that.
damage by like
I got-
said,
I got
illegal
real
or
life
100%.
trauma from getting that trauma damage.
Okay.
On the
Is that
max
also trauma
difficulty.
damage?
You do I think it said 100% more teammate damage.
No. It was somewhere around 45.
Well, I don't know it, but either way,
100
normal.
100% was the firing range.
Oh,
Right. So can we talk about the
Yeah,
story
whatever.
now?
The story is bullshit.
So, if you don't know, the military basically gets a group of survivors to basically do this shit for them, and then I'm pretty sure they're called cleaners.
They send them out
anyone-
with pistols.
If anyone has any common sense, it doesn't make any fucking sense that the military would send some randoms to do their job for them. It sounds
Some
so,
woman called Mama.
so
And
fucking
some fat
stupid.
fuck.
Are
Hoffman.
you telling me?
Pretty sure. Okay, listen. This only brings up my point that I have no clue about these characters because they don't fucking talk to each other. I think Hoffman is some sort of military person. I mean, he's a patriot,
Doesn't
obviously.
seem- okay.
fucking flag on
Yeah,
his
what I've
shirt.
seen of the story so far, like clips or whatever of like of him especially, he usually talks about like he's basically he is the embodiment of the American dream. Let's be honest here. And Mama gets a bit mad at it for a bit, talking about like, these civilians should participate in this fight, you know. And Mama's like, oh, I lost my fucking son to this. He's like, oh, I didn't mean okay. Like, I guess I enjoyed that interaction. Like that's the only way I know something about it. Like he is basically the embodiment of the American dream, fighting for your country.
Listen, I
That's what
know
he is.
some
And
people
Mama,
start with different weapons, but can we talk about how the military sends these people in with like
Baseball bats and pistols.
No, it's not a baseball
Well,
bat. It's a
from the-
barbed wire baseball bat.
and we have to realize, we have to realize
That's
the
true.
military forces them to buy guns, basically.
It's so
Like,
fucking
just give it to
stupid.
me.
I'm
I see you
sorry.
with that fucking sniper in the base. Give it to me. You ain't doing anything.
I don't get it. The one
It's
thing,
still so
like,
fucking
there's a
stupid.
box full of guns, like, so, like in the box, like that, you know.
Also,
after
yeah,
it's
why
done.
can't you just take it?
Yeah,
What's
That's what I was
stopping
gonna
you from taking it? It's clearly a box. And, okay, some people might say, oh, maybe you have to pay for the box. Somebody pays for the box, someone jams it open, take everything inside.
Yeah.
There is no reason
Well-
why I can't take everything.
But yeah, first off, why is everything to be paid for most of the time? Again, like those health pack stations. Like what the hell?
Oh man, why is a sniper scope way more expensive than a 50 cal?
yeah. Why are you paying for the medic? Like, who's there to take the money? Like, nobody's there to take the money.
Yeah, where's the
you
money
steal it?
going as well?
Like, I know,
Yeah,
I know damn well, ain't nobody gonna go over there and take the money. Because if they did, why don't they do it
No,
themselves?
hold on. Remember in
Rock.
one of the safe houses, there was a guy. Remember in the safe houses, there was a guy who was like,
Oh, get out of here! Unless you're buying, like,
"What are you buying?" Like, okay, let's say we give this guy money. What's he gonna use it for? Buying stuff from other boxes?
The dark web.
Fair enough.
So look, Turtle Rock. I know that you're doing this for
He's
gameplay.
gonna
I
go
know
to
it's for
whatever
gameplay.
type of computer
Look.
he has and go on Pornhub.
I know,
Why
like
do you need to pay
again,
money
it's
for
for
that?
gameplay purposes, right? But even then, the gameplay at least needs to make some form of sense. This
I
does
just
not
connect a
make any
tube
sense.
to it. I just connect a tube to show that it's going somewhere.
Take Left 4 Dead for example. There's just guns lying around, scattered about. You don't have to buy anything. They are on the ground. You are your own person. You are taking them because who's gonna need them?
Yeah. Also, the guns left behind tell a story. Like an example, I'm pretty sure Nick mentions it in Left 4 Dead. Remember the passing? There's like on this mattress. It's like
The
a
suitcase?
Yeah, suitcase with money and guns. It tells a story
Yeah.
as well where guns are placed.
Yeah,
And
I'm
we're
pretty sure
assuming-
that it was just an ordinary pistol. It was a deagle. Entire 50 cal deagle.
No, every so often there'll be a deagle. It's not guaranteed though.
Oh, there isn't? Oh, well.
Okay,
Usually.
can we move on to like The Walking Dead
No. Maybe.
game where we don't have to keep
Do we have nothing to
saying
talk
like
about?
terrible stuff about it.
I
keep-
think.
Wait, hold on.
Like,
Oh, no,
like,
this stuff, and then we immediately go back to
I'm gonna say a
saying
bunch
like,
of terrible
oh, the game
stuff
is
about The Walking Dead.
Hey, do we have anything else to say about Back for Blood, or is that it? Does anyone else have to share about Back for Blood? If not, we'll go to Telltale. The Walking Dead.
Okay, can I start first with Telltale The Walking Dead?
sure.
First,
Okay.
you tell the viewers what Telltale is, at least. Telltale The Walking Dead.
Telltale is a great company, at least with most of the
Yeah.
games. Season 2 The Walking Dead is an exception. Basically, what they do is they do
They're
point and
wrong.
click adventures. What they do is point and click adventures. Like example, The Walking Dead Telltale, you know the one with Lee and Clementine, which luckily my middle name is Lee. Lee and Clementine, they're very iconic characters. Or Borderlands, the Tales of the Borderlands, and all that. Which, fucking hell, that's a good game as well.
Batman. They
And
did Batman. They did that
Basically,
Wolf.
they do, yeah, Wolf Among Us. They do it, which season 2 is coming out soon.
which I'm pretty
It's
hyped.
basically an interactive story. It's
It's
simple like that.
Point and click, choose your own adventure, basically.
Kinda.
So, I'm starting first. Major spoilers. Jane from the season 2 sucks dick.
You
know what? Yeah, he has a point.
Yup.
Effectively a keyless.
Yup.
So if no one knows who Jane is, she's a
Oh.
so
A bitch.
Okay, so you meet her in season.
I can rant on her for hours.
Should we talk like? Should we go by
Hey,
seasons,
AJ
or
is
we-
dead.
Hold on. Should we go by seasons,
Just
or we just gonna
kidding.
talk about whatever of Walking Dead?
Do I have anything to say about the first season?
I love it. I love Lee and Clementine's relationship.
Okay, there is one thing I hate that I don't know if Skybound or Telltale did this. In the remastered version, they got rid of Lee's glass shard. Okay, like I said, major spoilers in the beginning. Lee gets bit, obviously, which leads to a very emotional scene in the final episode. But in the final episode, Lee has this which if he didn't get this because he cut off Lee's arm, which I was hoping he didn't so he could get the badass scene. Basically,
I was trying
if
to
you
think
keep Lee's arm, if you don't cut off Lee's arm, I'll have this moment where he stomps on this piece of glass. He'll look at his arm, realize it's gone numb, pick up the glass shard, squeeze it as blood's coming out, and this music that sounds epic as hell starts playing, and it's just
And
so
you just
bad.
start mowing down zombies.
Mowing
left and
down
right.
zombies. But for some reason, no, it's basically the exact
Same in the remastered version, except
they get rid of the glass shard, which was the main reason why people kept the arm. And you can even see Lee do the animation that he has the glass shard in his hand. So why the fuck did they get rid of it? Who knows? Which they did bring it back in the definitive edition where all 4 seasons are in, which I do like that. They brought it back, which better. That's a good choice because that's the best scene in that fucking game.
If people play The Walking Dead, the most popular characters they know of is Kenny, Lee, Clementine. Well, it's mostly those 3.
Duck.
Are the most
AJ, I guess
well-known.
Kind of
Lee,
like-
Clementine, AJ, probably.
Now, The Walking Dead Telltale series would have crossovers with the show at times. You'll meet fucking Jesus as well. And
It's only
other
the third season,
characters from the
You
show.
meet Glenn in the first episode of the first season.
I wish he had more. I wish we had more time with him.
Which, spoiler for the TV show AMC's The Walking Dead, Glenn fucking dies. So he basically he was sent off to die.
Y'all remember Duck?
Fuck Duck. That shit. Okay, listen.
Duck is the best.
Listen,
Fuck
He's a kid, isn't he? Is that the
Duck
kid
is the
he's
best.
a kid?
Listen.
Fuck off.
I know I said. I
kid.
Fuck him. But listen, I do like some things about him. But listen. Listen. People.
When you give Duck a high five, he thinks you're awesome.
Hell yeah, I love that.
Not just
Yeah.
awesome, he thinks you're totally awesome.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a
don't
nice
like him
moment.
'cause I find him annoying, but that's just a kid.
Yes.
So
Duck. Listen, if they just they could. I'm all I'm gonna say is they could.
It's literally me,
No.
Annoying. So
my personality.
okay, so the normal. Okay, this is a bit on a normal tier list from F to S. I would put him around a C. It's not too bad. Questionable because
Not
the
the
choices he makes sometimes, the things that he
Lee
says
is an S.
sometimes. Lee's a god tier. Same thing with. Ooh, I was about to
Lee
say
Clementine
Kenny's an
God
A.
tier.
Kenny's an A or B.
Kenny's an F
Kenny's B,
tier. The fuck are you on about? He had Lee's side no matter what.
well, it
I
depends
know.
on your options.
But he's not as good as Lee though.
No. In the first episode, Quevy, even if you're a dick to him,
he'll still save you. And
his wording will actually change. If you're nice to him,
he'll say, he said, I'm not gonna let anybody die today, especially a good friend.
but if you be a dick, he'll still save you and he says, I'm not gonna let anybody die today, even if they're an asshole. So yeah, no matter what, he still has your back.
So we got a bit off sidetracked because.
Oh, can I say
something?
something? One of my favorite quotes from the first game.
Sure.
What?
So it's a little bit of two. When you swear on the train, Clementine says swear, and then the moment you meet
Mead and the others.
Mead.
Edward,
Mead swears,
Yeah, Mead and
and
Krishna.
I just realized
Lee's
this.
like, also, he gets to
Lee
swear.
says, "What? What is he gonna swear?"
No, he said no. That's not what he said. He said, "Oh, so he gets to swear."
Yeah.
So
I physically laughed at that.
I know we want to go in order, but she is just too stupid to like not talk about. So viewers, you know we talk about Jane and how much she's a fucking idiot, right? There's a reason. There's a reason why we all have.
Let me
Jay died.
Now,
Oh wait, JK.
can I talk about it? Can I talk about it?
No. Listen. everyone, this entire group, I'm pretty sure everyone could agree, I hate that bitch the most.
What do you mean?
That dumbass. In my opinion, the only useful thing she does is teach Clem that kick thing where they kick the leg, stab through the head,
Yeah,
which
kick and stab.
any normal person would have found that out. And Clem already knew about the whole
Clem
guts thing.
Would
Lee
have found
did it.
out on her own. I'm just saying.
And so, okay. So a few people already watched season 2 or played it. You already know why you despise Jane. Which happened in the final episode. Listen.
I think I can summon it real good.
And he's done.
Oh no, this is a podcast. We're allowed to go on tangents. So
I want to talk about it.
Jane goes low IQ. Okay, so basically this car crash. I'm gonna summarize it. Basically, they were arguing before, or they had this car crash and all that. They get lost. They all meet up at this whole stop thing,
Jane
like this
came
red
from a
stop. And so Kenny and Clem are talking. They see Jane. But next thing you know, Kenny's like, "Where's AJ?" Jane makes this weird depressed face, which
AJ
makes
died.
Yeah, shut up, Edward. I'm talking. And so basically, which implies that wait, AJ died, and so Kenny out here goes looking for him and such, and Jane's out here like, don't stay out
AJ
him. I'll show you what he truly is. Next thing you know, they start fighting and shit. Cause like, no shit, she got a child killed. So yeah, so they just start fighting. And
didn't Kenny lose like his wife and child, both his wife and child?
Kenny lost his.
Saying
Kenny
that
lost his
AJ
wife.
died kind of would hit him a little hard.
Kenny lost his wife, his kid, his other wife, and Clem and AJ. No,
His friend.
We have to realize so many people died to keep that kid alive, and Jane getting her killed. Jane getting him killed basically just told Kenneth. I mean, Kenneth technically says his name is Kenny. By doing that, Jane basically just said everything that you've done was for nothing. That's basically what happened then. And so, no shit, Kenny would go into a rage and start throwing hands. All of that was basically just for nothing because this woman just let the kid to die. And next thing you know,
Telltale makes, I gotta say, the most monkey brain in that you get to choose. Do you kill Kenny or let Kenny kill Jane? Now, if you have a fucking brain and common sense, you would realize that Kenny's in the right here. I mean, yeah, killing her is a bit much, but you know, she kind of deserved it. She was being fucking retarded.
for an eye, motherfucker.
Yeah. I watched her die, but you know,
I told Quevy exactly how to watch her die. I said, "Do not touch anything. You must watch her die."
Here's the thing, Jane. Is she the most perfect character? No, she fucking isn't. Especially when you first meet her. But she was interesting. I'll say that. She had an interesting character. But then, for some reason, okay, the problem with season 2, and I'm pretty sure if you played it season 2, you realize that Telltale sometimes doesn't know what to do with the character. There's several times where you try to save a character, Telltale doesn't know what to do with them anymore and kills them off anyways.
Yes, Sarah,
One
you
of them
said
dies off screen. The one I try to protect.
Can I say something?
The good ass
Edward,
character.
yeah, go ahead.
They give you the option either to shoot Kenny, or to shoot Jane.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Why would you shoot Kenny?
Okay, speaking of shooting Kenny, this is the most stupidest choice I've ever seen.
So if you decide to
watch Jane die or like look away or something, basically letting Jane die, you have the option to shoot Kenny for some reason, which I understand putting him out of his misery. But when you shoot Jane, that's how you know I hate her. If you shoot Kenny, there's no option to shoot Jane. The only thing that you could do is leave her. There's no option to shoot her. Even after she reveals that AJ is actually alive, there's no option to shoot her. Because, in my opinion, I would shoot that bitch. You made me kill my friend for no reason. You'd fucking die.
Honestly, yeah. Her again. She seemed like an alright character. I mean, like.
But she had to pull this monkey brain move.
She had some of her reasons for doing certain things, like trying to abandon that I can't remember the best friend, the girl best friend. And that
she
makes
knows what
sense
it's like
because
to see someone like that die.
And honestly, speaking of, I tried to save her, and I did. But Telltale decided that, you know, your choice didn't really matter. She dies anyways. Which is what I kind of don't like for season 2. That also, again, what I also don't like about it is sometimes the characters have this change of heart all of a sudden, and it's kind of stupid at times.
We want to talk about another monkey brain moment, And Quevy, I know you hated this part too. He's like,
I think I'm pretty sure you liked
Luke, right? And you could probably know where this is going.
Lucas,
The ice
one who
part,
got
where
elected.
Bonnie goes to save
Oh
Luke,
my god!
even
yeah,
though, yep,
Fuck
yeah,
me.
where Bonnie
Can I
decides.
explain, please? Can I please explain?
Okay, go ahead.
So, what happens is, you're walking on ice, right? You gotta get to this building because it's like the warm area. It's
Oh
cold as shit.
yeah,
You
The
walk
food,
across
the
this
food.
ice. Lucas,
I remember that. Yo,
Lucas' leg is
Lucas,
not in the
Luke.
best state. Whatever. I don't call
No, he
Lucas.
got shot in the leg, so obviously
So, his leg's not in the great condition.
he's limping
Four
and
on him
such.
cracks. Starts cracking and whatnot. He stands still because he don't want it to fucking, like break apart. And what was her name again? Fuck me.
Oh no, you didn't explain it fully.
Is that her name?
No, he tells everyone to take a step back. He takes a step forward. He falls. No, he didn't fall in the ice, but he has like a leg and such in the ice. He has like a leg in the ice.
So
Then
and by the
Bonnie
way,
is like, yeah,
So you're being chased by zombies, by the way. So that's why you're kind of making a run for it. You don't win to
Yeah.
run, but whatever. So
Bonnie is her name, by the way. The
I
person you're
made the
talking about.
choice. Anyway, so going through my playthrough, I made the choice of shoot the zombies. It makes
Brain
the most
loop.
fucking sense. Watch it, like he can get himself out. He'll find a way. But Bonnie,
Bonnie with the
Bonnie-
monkey brain. Bonnie with the monkey
So-
brain.
she becomes very stupid for some reason. Clearly the ice is cracking. Clearly it's not in the most stable. But she makes the dumbest choice to try to save him. Now, is there anything wrong with saving someone? No, there's no problem with saving someone. But it's just that something's gonna clearly go wrong. Like,
If
the
the
floor
ice
is
already
cracking.
collapsed under one guy,
yeah, it clearly can't handle him. What makes you think that you going over there is the smartest choice? And guess what? My playthrough, they both fall into the ice and they both fucking die because of it.
deserved it.
stupid.
No, not Luke though.
It's so fucking dumb.
oh, can I talk about one of my favorite, most badass scenes with
Hold on.
Clementine?
Hold on. Can we just talk about how Luke went through all of that on his birthday as well?
Yeah.
Imagine that you die on your birthday because this dumb bitch decided to try and come over and help you.
Speaking of
Oh,
dumb bitch,
but
I do not
what-
like.
what I
I do
find-
not like Kenny's wife. I'm sorry, I do not like her. She's meh.
Oh, my nose is bleeding. I'll be right back. Gents, keep talking.
Can I talk about
so-
my
Wait,
my favorite
you
most
can talk about-
badass
but can I
scene
say,
that
I'm just gonna
Clementine
say
has?
something real quick. I'm gonna say something real quick. You can
Yeah.
talk about it later. It's not gonna take long.
Yeah.
So I don't think we are going to, but we're gonna talk about the new season 2 that came out August 15th.
On
Oh
what?
no.
Season 4?
Well,
Talking
technically it's called season 2.
I mean,
What's called season 2?
Like the new Walking Dead game. It says Walking Dead season 2. Unless that's
I mean-
one of the YouTube.
In the
You know,
final
the
season?
one that H2O Delirious played. You know.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that, Jane. We were talking about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless he calls it season 2, but isn't it like technically it's called The Walking Dead season 2? Even
It's
though
season 2, yeah.
it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
season 2. This 4
So I'm saying, since it's new, so we not talk about it since it might be
Not new.
spoilers
It's not new. It's old.
or whatever.
It's not new at all.
H2O Delirious just decided to take forever to play it. Did you not read the comments, Scar? It literally said, "Yo, we waited 5 years for this," or something like that.
No.
Yeah, we're already on the 4th season of the game.
Oh no, I didn't know.
What
Me
you haven't
too.
seen for it? Or
Should I not talk
No.
about season 3 and 4 then?
No, it's fine.
Season
Okay.
4 has been out for like a year.
3 years.
so season 3. Can I talk about how it was?
Season 3 was when your choices really started mattering.
I
My
guess
opinion.
not to Clementine, but I guess. So
Oh yeah,
on.
people are
Can we
simping
talk
for
about-
Clementine.
can we talk about how they did my boy Kenny? By the way, sick.
Yes, I want to say because I love
Motherfuckers.
Kenny. Oh
Motherfucker flies out the fucking car. What the fuck?
yeah. Also,
Fuck,
this is the okay.
Jane and Kenny get the most pathetic deaths. At least Jane feels a bit more like, okay, whatever, makes sense. You have a baby in your
Listen,
stomach.
okay.
You don't wanna.
Let me explain the situation a bit more. Let me explain the situation a bit more. So Kenny's teaching Clem how to drive because obviously Kenny isn't going to be around for much longer. The motherfucker's already getting white hairs and shit. So
Yeah.
While they're driving, AJ loses his blanket.
Kenny.
Yeah. AJ loses his blanket or something. Kenny goes to the back seat to try to pick it up and all that. Clem swerves on nothing, loses control basically on nothing, and basically crashes, causing Kenny to die. I'm sorry, what'd you crash on? I mean, no, what'd you lose control on? The fucking air? I've seen people in the comments be like, oh, there's a walker there. I replayed that video 20 times, and I'm like, bitch, I ain't seeing a walker, I see air.
Can I talk about the most badass scene that I've seen Clementine do?
I've seen games, shows, movies where they just run over the walker because what the fuck is it gonna do to you?
No.
In fact, Kenny has run
right,
over a walker before. He's run one before.
Yeah, the RV. He ran over a walker before.
Yeah.
He got stuck, but you can easily just get rid of it. Just stab. If it's still alive, just stab it in the hand. Just drag it.
He was able to still drive. He just wanted to get rid of it so it didn't cause damages.
It's very simple to get rid of him.
Me and Quebby.
For some reason, it feels like Jane was more developed than Kenny. It's weird. It's like it's weird because Telltale wants to, for some reason, like develop Jane, but she just doesn't really have any reason to grow.
Okay, so in my opinion, I'm pretty sure some viewers will disagree with me, but me and Quebby talked about how they could have done Kenny's death better. They should have waited until season 4 or the final season to kill him. Just think about it.
Yeah.
You people know. More spoilers, by the way. Just saying. Scar, if you want to mute me, you can go ahead. It's a bit. And so they go to this barnyard, and basically, AJ. So Clem is basically after a bunch of like action scene and all that, playing as AJ. Clem basically says, "You know what to do, AJ. You have to kill me, or you can tell him to leave me, or something like that." Just like this season 1, basically, it's referencing that. So, no matter what you say, AJ will cut your leg off. It's guaranteed. It happens no matter what you do, the choice you made before. My opinion. Okay, I'm gonna mention something else. AJ somehow drags Clem by himself back to the school, which, in my opinion, you were surrounded by walkers. I'm calling bullshit. But in my opinion,
actually, there's Lee.
Why? Oh my god, can I finish, please? The reason why, in my opinion, the reason why I feel like Kenny should have lived to the final season, it would have made that scene way more impactful and made more sense. Because think about it. Instead of being like, oh, did Clem die or such, it could have been like, no. Kenny says, you can make it so that Kenny says, oh, AJ, you can cut off the leg and maybe it'll save her and such. And then Kenny has his final stand where he's holding them off as AJ's getting Clem out of there. That would have made more sense. And sacrifice himself, basically.
Also, if they are gonna kill Kenny, at least make him do it like be a badass about it. Lee was a
just
badass.
like Lee did in the last episode.
One of the game developers said, from one of the older games, he's not in it anymore, but he said if he was AJ, what he would have done would be put her in the wheelbarrow and bring her out. And cover him and her in walker guts so they don't see so they don't attack them. That's what the developer of the game said that AJ.
I'm gonna make you guys think which season this would happen on. And I'm pretty sure me and only Quevy know this, so Quevy, don't answer for them. Kenny was actually meant to die by drowning himself.
Season 2.
Season 3, when he goes with Clementine.
The fuck? Damn.
Yeah, so, keep in mind, he's with Clementine and AJ. He's with them, and he still drowned himself. Me and Quevy both agreed, if it happened in season 2, that would have made way more sense. Like, example.
Yeah.
Me and Quevy, we watched this YouTube video with cut lines and all that. You can see Kenny trying to convince you and all that to stay at Wellington. And you can even see that he's preparing to die, basically. Like, he says, oh, take the supplies and such like that. I don't need them. Like, he's basically saying he's going to kill himself. Me and Quevy both agreed he should have killed himself at season 2 if you went to Wellington, if you stayed at Wellington. Because it would make more sense. He has nothing left. Clem and AJ are safe. He has nothing to live for anymore. He did his job. So, I'm pretty sure the guy said this or something like that, or me or Cody said it. Should have been like, it doesn't tell you that it's him, but it should have showed a tent next to a lake and Kenny's hat. No, not Kenny's hat because it stayed at Wellington because he gives it to them. But you just see bubbles in the water because it would have been like, oh no, who the hell is that? But then you could kind of piece it together. It's Kenny because his words, him giving the supplies back, it would have made much more sense, and you could picture it together. That would be Kenny.
Yo,
Would've been
Kenny finally
way
made
more
his way out to sea,
impactful.
my boys. My boy Kenny went out to sea finally.
Yo, he finally went back to the ocean where he belongs. Is this what Kenny meant when he said that he would turn Clem into a sailor?
Can I talk about my favorite, most badass scene that Clementine did in all of the games?
Oh.
And I'll after that go on a little rant about the last one. But the for the second game, she has a really badass scene where she literally gives herself her own stitches. I love how Javier said,
Yeah.
"Where did you learn how to do that?" Or just said something along
Oh my
those
God.
lines, like, "Ooh."
Edward, you reminded me of something so much
Hold on.
that I
You talk
hate.
about season 2's characters?
Yeah, I'm about to get to that.
Alright.
Quavi, I know I said this to you a lot. I'm pretty sure Carlos is his name, the doctor. How the hell can he not tell the difference between a human bite and a dog bite?
He's retarded.
Yeah.
Doctor my ass.
Terrible doctor.
Dude,
But
Okay.
I go on
want
a
my
little
opinion
rant
on this
about.
character. I feel like they needed more time in
I
the
know,
like
Quavi
way.
wants to say something.
The last game.
Honestly, I feel like the character should have had spent more time, like more time with them, so they can actually develop well. Rebecca, I understand like she's pregnant and whatnot, like she gets like
Good swings.
so I don't I know too much about her mood slightly changing to like liking Clementine. Bad. Right? Me and Leah talked about that. If she was actually taught right, she could have been like Clementine's sidekick or something. At the
Apprentice,
very
yeah,
least.
an apprentice.
Now, would she be
Oh,
as badass as Clementine? Would she be a badass like Clementine? Fuck no. I'm sorry. I can't see her as being a badass.
so I'm
He's too
since
paranoid and scared.
Yeah.
I haven't watched. I mean, I watched bits and pieces of the rest of the seasons. I'm gonna fully, watch the rest of the seasons after this podcast of Berlizzi. Berlizzi, since he's watching and I watch him time to time. Since to watch season 2, even though I watched like basically all of it, to season 4, before I can get caught up. And so, but I'm seeing this one thing. It's like one of his I forgot what it's called, but his thing. And it's Clementine in front of Carlos's daughter, and Clementine's here with an axe, like about to attack, and then you see her, Carlos's daughter in the back, about to shit herself, and it's just, if she was taught correctly, she could have been a bad, not as badass as Clementine, but could have been there to help, but not she's shitting herself while Clementine's trying to protect both herself and her.
Yeah.
So. And it's just like, and then bottom left, you see Berlizzi like, bitch, what the fuck?
I'm pretty sure.
Can I say something that
go
really
ahead.
irks me about the?
There's one character I really like.
Oh, let Edward go first. Let Edward go first. He hasn't talked in a bit. Let Edward go first.
Alright.
Wait, who's gonna go first?
You.
Well, what really irks me about the last season is Scar. This is a little bit about the last mission. So if you want to mute me,
Last mission?
it would
Mission.
that would be fine.
We already talked about the last
Um,
episode, Edward. It's perfectly fine. He doesn't mind.
Okay, so basically, how did Clementine be able to survive that walker bite? Because I feel like Lee went a little less time, and he still turned into a walker. Even
Edward.
if you go down the path
Edward.
of him getting
Edward,
his arm cut
it's
off.
been a day when he got that walker bite and cut it off. It's been a day. Clem had it for like what, 5 minutes?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I forgot that.
Also,
his name's
another
Nick.
thing. Lee was bite to the point where he was basically bleeding. Clem wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. I
Seriously.
forgot time spins.
Yeah. Alright, go. Go, Quevy.
Oh,
You were saying something.
Lee, you see me play it, but there's one character I really liked. What's his name? Nick? I can't remember.
Nick. Yeah. So I basically told.
favorite
Okay. So
character.
yeah.
That
So
season.
Quevy. So I know people are gonna say, oh, you should have let him do it on his own.
He was gonna do this anyway. I basically told him the way you save Nick is by basically telling the truth to this guy named Walter, which, like I said,
I'm
he
gonna tell the
wants
truth
to come
anyway.
play.
Because it's so good.
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. I have.
Walter,
So
Walter's the nicest guy I've ever seen in that fucking game, honestly.
well,
Patience
besides
and
for
whatnot.
Lee. So
Well,
well, depending on your choice.
exactly.
So
It
so
could be
Nick,
anything.
he lit. So Quevy thought, oh, he lives. Yeah, I saved him and whatnot.
Literally, like an episode or two later, you see him dead.
Yeah, honestly, that's so fucking, That's what I do not like about season 2. Honestly, it does feel like every time I'm like, finally, I get to see this character. I went through this fucking trial of this. And then guess what? They fucking die. It's like, what's the point of saving them? Honestly, I should just let them to die. Because, like, what's the fucking point? If, like, I spent this time trying to save their ass, and what happens? They fucking die. Wow, thank you, Telltale. That's what I wanted. I want my choices not to really matter. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that's a meme with Telltale games, is that,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't. Your choices don't matter. It does feel like that at times. It's like,
Wait. So can I? Who died an episode or two later?
Joel,
Was it
but-
Nick or was it Walter? Which one?
Both
Huh?
die.
they
Oh,
both
because
die.
Walter dies in the same exact episode. I'm pretty sure.
And
Yeah,
you
Walter
meet him and
gets
he
shot.
fucking dies.
Yeah.
Walter was
You've
such a
outlived
good
your use,
man.
Telltale
That poor
says.
bastard.
You
He
meet
needs to
Walter
live.
and then he dies the same exact episode.
It's literally that meme though. You've lived past your use.
That is basically Telltale, isn't it, huh? It's like that, especially that season. It's like,
Kenny,
oh,
Kenny, after the second season, you've lived past your use. Walter, you've lived past your use.
alright.
Literally
Now we're gonna talk
everybody.
season 2. I want to talk about season 3 for a bit.
Okay. I like season 3 in my opinion.
Season 3, I have very, very mixed feelings on the characters.
In my opinion though, Clem shouldn't have been in it.
True, I feel like she is just.
I agree with that. Clem should not have been inside of it.
Okay,
If
so
he was
also-
inside of it,
Mainly-
just make her a main
mainly-
character.
So me and Leah talked about this before. Is that okay?
Imps.
Yeah. So all the options I've seen with Clementine, like at the end of like a chapter or whatever, season, whatever.
Yeah.
whatever you
So
wanna call it.
we literally
So
have
you
this
saw,
as our
the results,
background, by the
right?
way.
I talk. So like at the end of these chapters, there's like the results, right? So it's like, oh, this many voted for that, did that. So
Yeah.
we realized, Clementine's, people really love Clementine, and then
It was like a
I call them simps because, yeah, like. Don't,
yeah.
like, don't
What was it
misunderstand.
like? Yeah. So it was either lie for Clementine or tell the truth. I'm pretty sure like 98% was like go with Clementine, like side with Clementine.
Yeah.
Like for 2 or 3
No.
years, we basically had that as our backgrounds.
I'll say this again. That I understand people love Clementine, but you gotta realize you're in a different character's shoes. If you were like, I don't know, friends with Clementine before like this, wouldn't mind.
Understandable. Have a great day.
If you play as Kenny or a different character that knows her, it makes sense. If you're
Playing
some
this guy who's only known
random,
her for like a day.
if you are some random,
Oh,
you
no.
are not going to.
Avi.
I see. You are not going to give
Edward
a shit
Heston.
about some random. Is she a little girl? kind of, you can clearly tell she can take care of her fucking self. Because she survived this long enough. Like, you are not going to give a shit. And that's what I did. There was some trees like, okay, I'll help her. There was one time
Yeah, like
that I
shooting
did not
Conrad.
do it for. There was one time, but I didn't do it for her sake. I did it for the nephew because it made sense.
Conrad.
I kind of like Conrad. I felt like he was alright.
Yeah.
Conrad basically like, oh, you know, she was part of them. She was like part of what was it? Wellington?
New Frontier. Literally the name of the
Frontier,
game.
Yeah. So yeah, and it's like, okay, I understand the reason, but considering she was ditch, I was like, that.
But you didn't have to hold my nephew hostage.
Exactly. You don't gotta point a gun like.
Hell does that have to do with Clementine?
Okay. I do not like the nephew. I will say this right now, and there's one reason for that. Is that honestly, every time he opens his fucking mouth, every time he wants to start something, every single fucking time. I understand. Look, I understand. He's the son of the guy who wants to start something. But oh my god, he is so not fun.
I mentioned
There
this.
was one time, so I killed Connor, right, to protect my nephew. It made sense. Honestly, the nephew should feel grateful for that. But then, different chapter, episode, where the fuck you want to call them? He talks about that. Oh, you killed Conrad. Yeah. And of course, this Kenny wannabe gets mad because I killed his friend. It's like,
This
why?
Kenny wannabe? Is that what you
Exactly.
call?
That's how you seen some people describe it, like Kenny wannabe. And it's like, oh my god,
Yo.
why did you say that? Why did you say that? I protected you. I basically just saved your ass. Like, why? Why do you want to start something?
Another thing I hate about Telltale is that. Okay, so Quippy, this could. I said this to you before, and I don't know if this changes your opinion, which it probably doesn't because it actually didn't make it to the game. Also, you didn't hear the apology. They cut out Gabe's apology for some reason. Like, it was a decently sincere apology. Like, he admits that he messes up a lot. Like he shouldn't have said that. He basically admits he shouldn't have said that. Like, it just came out of his mouth, and he didn't want to say that. Like, and for some reason, they got rid of it. Got rid of an apology that could have made people like him more.
You know what I really liked? The only thing I really liked about season 3? It was when the brother dies and he actually talks to you and whatnot, and you actually have a
David?
chat.
Yeah, I love
My favorite
how
moment of that game. Like, oh my god, that's what made me like him. That's what made me like him, honestly. Like the.
Quivy, I feel like your opinion changed of him a lot. Like, you started off hating him and whatnot, but then you wanted to save him.
I'm gonna say something to the viewers. So this was my first time playing technically it's not the first time I played The Walking Dead, but it's like the most recent I played it, and I hadn't played the other Left 4 Dead in The Walking Dead in the last long time. So I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna fucking kill everyone. Let's see how that goes. But then, go figure, I actually starting somewhat liking the characters, except a little shit. Wanted him to fucking die. I tried to sacrifice him several times. Didn't work. That's a big set. I kind of slightly started liking him, not too much. But it was the brother I surprisingly started to like a lot until he became retarded for a second, which I completely understand why. Okay, hold on. There's another character. There's like one character I really dislike. It's the female character. I do not like her in the slightest. She is so not a good character. I'm sorry, I don't like her. She does something very stupid that makes the brother hate you, which makes like some form of sense. Cause he's like, oh no. Oh, don't start doing this shit. I didn't do anything with you. I'm sorry. I did not touch you.
I you fucking slut. I didn't do anything.
I forget what her name is, but what about the daughter?
Like 5,000.
Literally gets capped.
Mariana.
Oh, I liked her. No, it's funny because I like.
Should have had more screen time.
Gabe should
guys.
got capped instead of Ari.
You want to know what I said before? Guys, you want to know what I said before? That can work here now.
You've outlived your use.
I swear, that can be used so much.
So yeah,
just the phrase "you outlived your use."
Yeah, but
I have a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Top 3 favorite deaths in The Walking Dead. Out of all 4.
We hate them. No, as in we wanted them to die, or like the most emotional.
Most emotional.
Lee is number 1.
Lee, Kenny, David. Because I do this on my playthrough. I watched somebody else do it because I couldn't do that to my boy.
What do you mean by emotional? Like sad or angry?
Either.
All right. Okay. So I know. I know. Number one's Lee, because he made me big
Lee,
sad.
nice
I
name.
felt my tears coming out. Second was what was his name? There were a couple, and the guy died in the bathroom. That's what I remember.
Oh, I know who you're
Mead?
talking about.
Mead,
Yes, that poor bastard died in like the beginning of.
just trying to help.
Hilarious.
Hey,
That
guys! Another point where this could be used.
Jane.
You've outlived your
There's
use.
Jane. There's Jane.
Before screen
Lily-
screen time for 2 seconds.
I forget. Does Lily die in the first one when you leave her on the side of the road, or does she come back?
Oh, you meet her in the final season. You meet her in the final season.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So, in my opinion, emotional as in tears. Lee, Penny, when you shoot him, not that stupid car crash, which, like I
I
said,
can only do it
I
based
want
on
someone to do it. I couldn't
experience.
do that to my boy no matter what.
That's why I was trying to be like, oh,
And
angry
David.
emotions.
Because
Don't even-
Quevy hasn't seen it because he literally refuses me showing him what happens if you decide to shoot him. He refuses. He will literally not let me. But what happens is tells you, and he basically tells you you did the right choice and whatnot, saying that like he was basically about to snap and whatnot. Like it's just so emotional, man.
If we're going by like Lee's version of emotional, I'm sorry, but I can think it was fucking Lee's. Like that's the one that actually made me like tear up and shit. That's what made me
Lee
big
is
sad.
the most emotional one.
Here's the thing. What made it more emotional was less of Lee and more Clementine's reaction to Lee's
Oh,
like dying.
you literally see blue
It is,
streaks run down her face.
Yeah, it like. Oh,
Called
okay, I'll say this.
tears.
She can't bear to
Yeah,
look at
Okay,
tears.
you're
Caroline
talking about the
Lee.
tears.
Like
No,
literally, she has to
okay.
look away.
I will say
Blue
this.
streaks.
I'll say this.
Blue
Tears.
streaks. What is that marker?
Yeah, Edward, those are called tears.
Okay.
Hope you know.
The
Yeah,
tears are
but
a bit
you
whack,
didn't
but
Edward
That's
is
what
a
I
human.
I'm just saying.
What mattered was the voice
It's a
acting.
robot.
What mattered was the voice acting, and that's what made me real sad. Like it was just a kid, like very like sad that
Yeah,
like
the
she
what?
saw her parents, she saw her dead parents. It's like
Now she's gonna watch her father figure die as well.
yeah, it's like
Literally,
oh no,
if
please
you,
don't do
if you
it.
go by
Like,
it,
here's the thing.
she literally sees her
Here's the thing.
No,
I knew
parents
this.
are now
I've seen
zombies.
this once
Now
before.
now she finds out you're turning into a zombie. It's like what the
Here's the
fuck?
thing.
She just
The thing
can't
is,
catch
I
a
already
break.
knew. The thing is, I already knew this was gonna happen. I already seen videos of gonna happen. But when you actually experience it, like your own choices, like you made yourself and one that's like, oh please don't
Sad.
do this to me. Please don't. Oh no, why? Why
You wanna know some people?
Telltale,
You wanna
you
know some
monster.
people have? You wanna know some people still believe that there's like some sort of secret ending where you can save him. Some people still believe in that. Also, I saw that I could probably find it if I try. There's this video where it's like when it's like Telltale Walking Dead and season 1 episode 5 be like, and you know that part where like you have to mash A to like try and get Lee up, like Clem's like please get up and
Oh
whatnot.
my god, yeah.
And you know how you
And
can't
you
win
do
it.
it
You know how you
twice.
can't win
You do
that.
it twice, and it's sad.
You know how no matter what you so you know how so you guys know how no matter what you do you can't win that. Somebody made a video like I said with that title. It was basically just him going like hold on, I don't know if you could hear it. It was basically just him going that just mashing the A button like it was hold on, I could probably find it. Hold on, I'll try finding it. You guys can talk.
So
Yeah,
we don't
I
know the
agree.
video,
That's the
but-
saddest stuff.
So-
But what do you think? What do you think about 100 Days?
I haven't played it. I thought, well, wow, this doesn't serve a point, so I'll just play like the other seasons because it has more of a point. I know like there's like one character that has like give a connection from like in like season 2, but that's why I haven't played it. Lee's a bit busy doing something. So, do you have anything else to say about The Walking Dead? Telltale, anyways. I know there's an Xbox 360
art style.
I
What do you
like
think
it.
about the art style?
I will say this: when you see season 1, it's like, oh no.
No, actually, I love season 1, and I love season 1's art style because it's
I
supposed.
do, but
Even though it's an
I
old
do,
game,
but
it's
there are
supposed to
some
look
times
like a
it seems
comic book.
choppy. I don't know if you noticed this. I don't know. Some
It's supposed to
people
look like
realize
a comic book.
In season 1, you'll see. So you know the texture that's on them, that black texture that gives them that comic book feel.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I don't know why this happens.
It fades in and out at some points. I know
It's not
that.
just that. You'll see it flow off of them. Like it's just like slightly above them. It's like, I don't think I'm supposed to see that. And I'm pretty sure, if I recall, wasn't season 1 made on Xbox 360?
It was made for 360.
Yeah. I couldn't find the video. Probably got deleted.
Yeah.
The first
So
two
like,
were made for
okay,
360.
yeah. So but even then, you would think that it would make the texture.
Also, just
on
saying,
them, not
Edward, you
pull
may
above
want to
them.
change your description because your description is currently I'm the last person ever to kill someone
Yeah,
with a
stop.
bow and
Stop.
arrow.
I'm going to change my
And it
description.
just shows,
I will.
it just shows
I
Duck.
will.
It just shows
It's
Duck.
okay. I
So it
will.
implies that Duck killed. So yeah, so it implies Duck killed someone in World War II with a bow and arrow. Yo, Duck, if you learn how to shoot.
Do you have anything else to say about The Walking Dead? Telltale.
I don't think so. I think that concludes the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone else have like any other zombie themed thing they want to talk about or no? I would love to talk about Dead Space, but I only know like Lee
We
played.
do horror
I
games.
have
We can do that in a
thing.
horror game category. We can do that in a
Has
horror game
anybody
category.
here heard about Complan 8888?
What the hell is that?
Apparently, America has this like plan
the
for
zombie
like if the zombie apocalypse
zombie,
happens. It's real. Look it
I mean,
up.
let's be honest here. Quevy has said this before. We're not losing against zombies. They are slow as hell. The military would destroy them.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
actually, yeah.
They have like a whole
I didn't say
16
about The Walking Dead. I didn't say about The Walking
They have a
Dead.
whole like
Just in
16
general.
page thing about like their plan if the zombies actually do happen.
Let's see this.
I'll send it
It's
to
not
you.
just Telltale The Walking Dead. It's just Walking Dead in general. A zombie should not overrun the fucking military. I'm sorry. I can't see it happening at all. They're slow as shit.
Yeah,
They fall apart.
that scene
They
where they
decompose.
overwhelm the military is like, what the fuck?
Me.
Exactly. You see these tanks around like,
Lee,
are you
can I
telling
talk
me
to
a
you?
zombie can overrun a tank? Bullshit.
Alright, hold on, boys. Scar wants to talk.
Normal zombie against tank. Fuck you.
Alright, Scar, go.
No, I said I said, can I talk to you after the podcast?
Oh yeah, sure, go ahead.
So,
I
is there
keep
anything
going,
else
you
to say? I mean, we could talk about Resident Evil 8 Village, but I don't know if anyone like.
Oh, I can actually possibly say in that since I actually know. the thing.
Village, in my opinion, I don't remember much of Village.
Oh.
In my opinion, it wasn't that
What about you, Edward?
memorable.
Have you seen Village?
Ethan,
Resident Evil 8,
Ethan, in my
Resident
opinion,
Evil
was
Village?
way too obsessed about his daughter.
Believe.
He literally got his hand cut off. Basically, it was like, "Yo, where's my daughter? Where's my daughter?"
Well, I'm pretty
So-
sure I think this is everybody's reaction to him getting his cut off. It's like, oh my god, his hand got cut off. She's reattaching. Hey, yo, what you doing?
What the fuck?
Hey, what
Literally,
you doing with that hand?
literally
I do
everyone was
not-
like, "Oh shit, here we go again." When his hand got cut off.
I do not like their excuse, honestly. Their fucking shitty excuse for making it less scary. Like, oh, Resident Evil 7 was a bit too scary, we got from some people. It's like, what were you
It's
scared
meant to be a
about,
horror
Spark?
game.
What were you
it's
scared
a horror
about? Those black monsters? Are you afraid of?
You're a racist?
What are you talking? I understand. Here's the thing.
You
If it's, like,
racist, huh?
that bug thing, like the mother had she's like a fused like a fucking bug nest or whatever. Makes sense. She can be scary at times. Even like the father can be scary at times. It's like, Resident Evil 7 isn't that scary. It surprises you, yes. It's not that scary. You must be some.
Oh,
in fact,
Scared when Jack is
My-
punting your ass.
my dad has said it
Yeah.
before. And he'll say, my
I
dad has said
think
it
me
before,
and
that our generation is
Brandon,
just.
I think me and Lee are the only ones I can really talk about. But 100 days. Your thoughts on it?
What do you mean 100 days?
Walking Dead.
500
Walking Dead
days.
season 1. It's the
Oh wait, no, it is
the
100 days. My
DLC.
bad.
The 100 days.
I haven't played it.
What do you think?
Meh. Some were stupid, some were decent. Bonnie's is the
I
most
agree.
stupid of them all. She somehow smashes
Is
her mother.
that the one where you're inside of the cafe?
What the fuck now? Oh, I got them mixed up. I got them mixed up too. But no, it's the one where doing the Coors maze. She ends up smashing her mother's.
Oh yeah.
In my opinion, how the hell do you smash your mother's face in?
Yeah.
It clearly sounds like your mother is calling out for you, and you smash her in the face, and then you go, "Sorry, I didn't know it was you." Bullshit.
Oh my
I
God. Mom, I didn't mean to smash you in the
Alright,
face.
What was your
That's
favorite
bad.
episode? What was your favorite episode?
In
Like
what
any
season?
any season,
any
any season,
season?
your favorite episode.
Hmm.
Only one episode though.
Episode 5, season 1.
Yeah. Just like I said before, that badass moment with the glass shard, that depressing moment where Lee dies. Like,
You know,
it's
my first ever time playing The Walking Dead, I cut off Lee's arm because I thought it actually would save him.
mate,
I actually thought in my head, I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna save
naive
Lee.
child,
And I
naive
didn't
child.
see. I was
favorite one-
traumatized as a
I
child.
remember the episode number. But it was the one they encountered the cannibals. It was probably my favorite.
The second episode?
Yeah.
Oh my
Cannibals.
god!
I love that
I
one, surprisingly enough.
the first
thought
time
the reveal was
I
nice
played
and
through
whatnot.
that, I
You
killed
can
each
tell
and
though.
every one of them.
You could kind of tell
The time I
something
played it now, I let Bertha eat the guy. I let Bertha eat the person. Because you can obviously see
What?
at the end as he's like looking out, the mom just starts walking down the hill, and she's gonna eat him.
Oh, so you left the sons alive?
I left the sons alive this time. Most recent time I played it, I left them alive just so they could suffer.
No, you want to know what Quevy did when he played the game? He killed the person who wanted to live and he killed the person who wanted to live and let the person live when he wanted to die. I thought that was the most backwards thing I've ever seen. You were just making them. Well, did you just want them to suffer?
Yeah. They deserved it. Well, I'll be fucking honest, they deserved it.
Fair enough.
Do you think I'm gonna give?
I let
cannibals?
both of them
No,
live
no.
just so they could just play.
One's guaranteed to die. That guy's stuck in a bear trap.
I spoke to the guy in the blue shirt that went out with the gun. The guy with the gun.
Oh, you talking about the guy who has a fetish with the gun?
He loves his gun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And then he puts his wiener in the barrel and
Quevy talked about that. Quevy saw this scene as well, but it's just like, when like where Lee is just like you're a bit obsessed with that gun, aren't you? And he just goes, what's not to like? And like many things. The fact that the fact that you're too obsessed with it.
Do you put your wiener in the gun barrel?
Well, he does.
Do you want to give birth with another gun? Want to give birth to a little 9/11?
Anything else to say, boys?
No.
You know what? We can save Resident Evil Village for like horror, I guess.
That's what I said.
I haven't played
What
it.
do you
I
think?
actually think the next podcast, since like it may be just us three, since it could only
What we
be
could
like, in
do?
this
We got one
category,
that talks about
like
Resident
Halo.
Evil.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Dead by Daylight though. I've never played it, but like, oof game.
Oof,
Good.
Quevy.
game.
Right.
Made
boys.
Quevy suffer.
Oh yeah, dude.
All right, boys. That's the end for the podcast. Thank you y'all for joining me again. Lee's
damn, my eyes
channel will
hurt.
be in the description.
Oh, I forgot to mention my Twitch name. If you want
Nobody
Don't
can-
say.
to
Don't say.
my
No.
Twitch,
No.
I'm gonna mute you. Don't.
why?
His name is horrendous. I'm just gonna say that, Quevy.
I was
I
coming
will-
on the fly. I want to change it, but I can't.
If I hear you mutter, if I hear you mutter, I'm muting you.
Edward, I will. I don't know. I guess if you give me the link to your Twitch, I guess I'll add it to the description. Cause why not?
I don't know.
Okay, you could put it. You could put.
I want
his
to
name-
change my name. Do you know
You
how
better
to?
not to the camera, man. I'll tell you how to change
You
it
know how
after
to
the
change your
podcast.
name
I'll tell you after the
in Twitch.
podcast. After the podcast, just don't say it
Alright,
now.
Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. And well, I don't know. I guess we'll figure
That
out
is
what the
it,
next podcast will be.
All right.
Oh,
Yee.
Love you, ladies, men, children. I guess I don't know. I don't know why children be on here, but
Let's
Last
know
go.
what?
words before we stop. Any last goodbyes before we stop?
fuck you all.
Fair enough.
All right.
Edward,
Duck is the
last
best
goodbyes?
Walking Dead character. Prove me wrong.
Sorry. Last words.
No.
Well, I guess
Says I'm
goodbye,
about to
Dean.
kill you.